At the World Cup on Fox TV, just about to kick off in Toronto. It's Panama versus Croatia. The late game will be on FS1 from Mexico. Colombia against Congo DR, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. In New England, Ghana tied England 0-0. England outshot them 19-2 and could not score. In Houston, huge crowd there as well, 69,000. Portugal 5-0 over Uzbekistan, 0-2 in its first ever World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo, 2 goals in the first half. The NBA draft's first round is tonight. Washington Wizards select number 1 overall. The Portland Trailblazers' new head coach is Micah Nori, who was a Minnesota assistant. The NFL decided not to hold a supplemental draft this year, so quarterback Brendan Sorsby will not be in the league this year. The Falcons gave a 3-year extension to tight end Kyle Pitts. Baseball, Blue Jays now lead 6-4 on Houston in the 9th. I'm Steve DeSager.
Elijah, put the camera on me. Sweetie.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, ack.
Enter, brother.
Welcome, man, and guess what? With that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6,
Thank you.
not 7. And when I say that, I really believe it.
Thank you, LeBron. Appreciate that. No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, Sirius XM Channel 83.
Wow.
And now, look
Do it live.
on YouTube. That's right.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Thank you, Bill. Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
And we are indeed the odd couple on a trash talking Tuesday. Is that today?
Yeah. That is today.
That's right. And guess what? You'll need our phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
At least when people are still awake.
Only time it counts.
Sorry, Ben. You know, we love you, Ben.
You
but
do.
Come
well,
on.
you love Aaron, but
People
whatever.
asleep. Ben, too.
Did you say
Ben,
Aaron?
too.
I said Aaron and Ben. The Mallers. I'm number one fan of the Mallers.
Okay. Now let's make sure.
Plural. All right, write it down. Commit it to memory. 877-99 on Fox. Is Aaron married? For all you laymen
so.
out there.
I ain't gonna lie though. Everything you said, man, Rob G, we can confirm.
It's
She is beyond sweet.
She's a sweetheart.
That's what you need. Dang it, you should have brought it up. I know. Trash Talking Tuesday, yeah.
That's right. Let's go. Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host. He is
Kelvin Washington.
I was
Right.
kind of surprised to see you today. I didn't think you would be in. I don't know why.
Wow.
First of all, I'm not gonna lie. You were about this close to being right.
Okay.
Rob G knows. I'm on the phone with him, and I was at the right 30 seconds about to hit Elijah with an HRU.
I don't know why. I didn't
What was
expect
this? What
to
was
see
this
you.
weird premonition?
I don't know. I really don't know what it's based on.
You were close. I mean, look, I had it ready. Dear guys, I will be at home. But I was like, man, I can't not see my dog. He about to leave me again.
Just for
And I would have missed
one
the
day.
fresh cut.
Had to get a cut. I can't go to New York looking crazy.
Nah, you can't do
the Black Legacy game the Mets are having.
That can't be your legacy. Look
Tomorrow.
good. Nah, you got to look
Why?
Why's it gotta be black?
Because.
good. Here we go.
Can we
Why
have
you
white
got
legacy
HBCUs?
Is it okay?
That's got to be racist.
It was because at one point we couldn't get into the other colleges. How about
Why
that?
do you have the BET?
Right. Well, because for a long time there
They
were
wouldn't
no
put us
black
on-
shows on TV.
And if we were, we had to be a pimp,
And
a
then
slave,
or maid. Exactly.
Racist.
No.
Faxes.
And then as I say all the time, nobody has a problem with the 50 Japanese reporters who cover Shohei Ohtani.
No.
They don't. Do they get quotes from
They be
Mookie
there.
Betts?
No, they be there.
No quotes from Mookie Betts. Are they not interested in Mookie Betts struggling and trying to get back? Oh, that story's not running in Japan?
You know I've been there.
I'm just saying. Come on, man.
Well, Shohei can't. Let me tell you something. I know he got to be tired. Alex, I've been there many a time. Rob has too. He goes this side of the bat on the field, to go to this side of the field, go to the clubhouse. They are everywhere.
They are. But rightfully so. They're covering one of the great all-time great, and people in Japan, when he has a game on, they watch.
2, 3, 4 in the morning does not matter.
They're watching Dodger
We're going to
games.
see our Shohei.
So there you go. All right. Hey, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. That's right. Running laps around the competition.
Heard
I'm talking
that.
about.
No. Stop. Just leave it at competition.
At competition.
Who?
Just search. I know Elijah just slammed down his head.
Never heard of him.
He did.
Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button and comment away. That's right. Give us a thumbs up, all that. Again, all you need to do is check out our YouTube channel. You can watch us live and just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. All right, let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew on this Trash Talking Tuesday. We wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without him. Rob G is our producer. Bud Mexican is. There you go. Alex.
Pay no attention.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Is our engineer. Alex, like you have your T-shirt is from here. We can't see like you have a shirt on.
I have no shirt on.
He doesn't have a shirt. He's just been tanning.
Is it?
Yeah.
No shirt on.
Let me see. Stand up.
Can't do that, Rob.
Oh, really?
You pay for that.
Oh, okay. Story of my life.
What, in the OnlyFans?
Story of my life. Yes. Very nice. Okay, you have a tank top on.
By the way, I was talking about you.
I call it a tank top.
Love tank top.
What'd I say?
Somebody was like, I mean, I could just tell. He's probably this and he's probably that. And I was like, no, believe it or not, he actually.
What? Like I'm a bad person?
No, it was more like what, like the ladies, like, what was she saying? Like you're one of the, the Alex, the bro new thing where all the men and bros and women are the problem and women are this and we hate women, that whole bro thing.
I told her, I'm not a member of the He-Man.
He's not that.
I'm not that.
The opposite.
That's what I told her. I was like, he's be very sweet. He just knows what he knows. The minute she started asking, can you not go here, not go there? He can be like, hold up.
I don't want to do it. I've been through that. Yeah. I was married and I'm good.
Right. All right. Let's hurry get to it. Because Rob G, we got one more. One more look.
Steve DeSager is at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the program.
Never heard of him.
There you go.
Never heard of
him.
And
Elijah is our social media guru.
I can't see him.
It's crazy racist.
There you go.
You better not do that in February.
All right, Rob G, we got breaking news last night, I guess, right? That's right.
In the wee hours of the morning, the Giannis saga has come to an end. That's right. The Greek Freak is headed to South Beach in a blockbuster deal where the Bucks are trading Giannis and Bobby Portis to the Miami Heat for Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Kasparis Yakachunas. 3 first-round picks, including 13 in tonight's NBA draft. 1 pick swap and 1 second-round pick. Big deal there for the Miami Heat. Now, here's the problem, though, if you are a Heat fan, is that moving forward, you got Giannis, you got the big fish in the pond. The problem is, because of the way the deal was structured, you're now hard capped, and you only have $19 million to fill out the rest of your roster.
Good luck.
And you have 5 more vacant roster spaces, and your team, as currently constructed, consists of Giannis, Bam Adebayo, Bobby Portis. We like Bobby Portis, of course. Off-night Davion Mitchell.
I like him, though.
And a bunch of other dudes.
I'm always trying. I'm doing like a lot of face stuff to get clean Portises. Clean Portis.
Clean Portises.
So, guys, now that Giannis has taken his talents to South Beach, what are the expectations for the Heat?
Mediocrity. In Miami. In Miami. That's what it is. Giannis did. I'll give him credit. Rob G, he's upgraded from no playoffs, play-ins to maybe a 6th seed. Listen, on paper, the guys individually are good. We are great. We know Giannis who he is. We know Bam, Mr. 83 points. We know Bobby Portis is a good 6-man, kind of a guy come off the bench. Andrew Wiggins has kind of been solid throughout the last few years of his career. The problem is, I don't like the sum and the reports that Andrew Wiggins or Norman Powell may not even be there much longer. So if you lose, Norman Powell, a guy that can get you 16 to 20 and
He's
score.
a good player.
Yeah, agreed. Can get you buckets, can score. You lose him, you lose another weapon, and you lose another guy, as you mentioned, Rob, who's shooting 40% from three most of the last few years. So if you lose a Norman Powell, or you lose an Andrew Wiggins, guys who can play some defense, especially Wiggins, who can hit some shots. Wiggins hitting 40% from three last couple years. Now you're really hurt. And what in the 1990s with these big centers and power forwards, like that's not necessarily where we are in the game right now. And I ain't team shoot a bunch of threes. You know that, Rob. But you got to have some. You got to give spoon feed them. You got to get that has to be part of the game plan. So I don't like where they are. Kudos to Miami for finally swinging and hitting and not missing and getting a guy. In this case, Pat Riley takes pride in that. When I want to go get a LeBron, when I want to go get a Shaq, when I want to go get a Giannis, I've gotten these guys. So kudos for Pat Riley and getting this. But to me, all they did was, instead of missing the playoffs and being a play-in, now I put them at a 6 seed. I don't put them above a handful of other teams in the East, including, of course, the Knicks, including the Pistons, including the Cavs, and we'll see about a couple other teams, right? We'll see what the Pacers do with Halliburton being healthy. So, and then on the other side of your Milwaukee, they got a few guys who can play now. We'll see what Tyler Hero is he going to play. I think he's going to ultimately be gone, Rob, because why pay him? Why not just get younger with these draft picks? Jaime Jaquez is still young. I think that was his second year. So you got a couple of guys who are young who can play now and wear as well. So they got what they want. We had Mike Heller on, who's been in Milwaukee for years. That fan base will be patient. They'll wait. They'll say we got our ring a handful of years ago. We're good for a few years. They'll be okay. They can wait. But Miami, Giannis gets to be down there. It'll be better weather. It'll be no income tax. And he can hang out there and have some Mai Tais, but I don't think it's getting him to the NBA championship whatsoever, Rob.
Bring the suntan lotion, because I'm with you. I don't see this as like
game changer.
Yeah. Oh my God, they just won the East and they're going to the NBA Finals, and their head coach Eric Estrada, is that his name?
No, the other one. That's the other Eric Spoelstra.
Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Racist.
What? No.
That's got to be racist.
Why? Why?
Another Eric.
If I said Eric Jones, would that have been different? Yeah, see, Eric Estrada, okay.
So stupid.
I'm just saying.
So stupid.
But hey, you know what? Go ahead, Giannis. You got your wish. Go down to Miami again. Save all that income tax money, state income tax money, good stuff. Get your drink on. Miami, great place. Have you spent time down there?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Miami's
we
awesome.
were down there together in 2019.
Awesome time. We were at the Rob G. Had you been there? You weren't there yet, I don't think, when we found out that Kobe died. We were at the Super Bowl down there.
Oh,
remember that? It was a day party, and it spread like wildfire.
Dude, we could do a whole segment on that.
But the big thing, really, if you're Milwaukee, you got your hero.
I like it. Okay. Is this? I need a hero. You don't want to be?
Hey, Milwaukee got their hero. They got their draft picks. This is what I said last night. Rather than giving Jaylen Brown $70 million, you know what? They're winning because they already won a championship. They have just as many championships as guess who? The Boston Celtics. They do. And in the same, right? In the last 10 years.
Oh, you're saying that group.
I'm just saying.
No, I was like, they got 18 of them?
No, I'm talking about Milwaukee.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they have their one championship that Jaylen Brown has.
Yep.
So they can take their time. Maybe they get lucky with a draft pick. Maybe it rolls your way. And I wasn't moved. I just wasn't moved by it. Miami, Pat Riley's like 95, hanging on. He should have retired about 10 years ago, but he's still down there. Yeah. Eric Spoelstra still down there, and they have been perpetrating themselves as the
Miami way.
Like they have something in system that's going to win a championship. In reality, when they had those kind of players, they won, and then ever since then they can't win, despite getting to the finals a couple times.
Yeah, and
they've been
you
there.
had to have wings, right? You had Tyler Hero. You had, of course, Jimmy Butler lead the way. By the way, that Jimmy Butler had a couple of playoff runs that were, my gosh, was he
But
good.
they never won.
But they never won. But they got into a finals a couple times where you're like, whoa, what are they doing there? But, listen to this. Vladislav Golden, Rob G, ring a bell. Myron Gardner, Simon Fonticchio.
Gesundheit.
And then who did I miss? Drew Smith. I know Drew Hill. They had a few bangers. Tell me what you want. Pelly Larson. You know him? Okay.
I had a Pelly Pell jacket.
You had a Pelly. You that's Detroit. Don't leave me hanging on that. Don't leave me hanging on that. Yeah, the Pelly Pells.
I was ready.
Was that
Pelly
only? I feel like only Detroit had Pelly Pells. I know I could be wrong. My
Rob
point
G
is,
wanted one because he wanted Timberlands from New York. He wanted a Pelly jacket.
That was an era. Remember, everybody had the race car ones with all the M&Ms and all the stuff on it. Man, what a time to be alive. Dipset. That was that run right there. My point is, again, with Miami, kudos to Pat Riley and the way he runs it and look at what I got. But it just doesn't fit. Now, Giannis is a great player. We're not arguing that. But Giannis being a great player hasn't even got Milwaukee much, even when they had a Damian Lillard. So I just don't know what this is doing. When you look at the teams in the East right now, the Pistons should be better. The Pacers should bounce back. Orlando should be good, even better than they were. The Cavs, who are going to be ticked off and want to be better, have a better.
The Pistons going to be better than the season they just had?
Yeah.
I don't.
They got to get better.
I don't see how it could possibly.
I mean, like, if they won
60 games,
right, so if they win 56, they
have to slide down to me.
Yeah, but I don't disagree with the amount of wins. I'm saying the team will be better. Like they may, because they'll be getting somebody. They're gonna get some free agents here. They're talking about they might mess around and get Tyler Hero if Milwaukee just wants to completely blow the whole thing up. You got, again, mentioned all these other teams in the East. So I just don't see how this moves the needle for them. Congrats on getting a big fish, but congrats, you got the 6th seed.
All right.
5th at max.
877-99 on Fox. Does Giannis make the Heat a championship contender, or is it just going to be more mediocrity in Miami? It is The Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And we're a radio show, not a podcast. We want to hear from you. We value your opinion. 877-99 on Fox. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. And you know what you need to do.
What's that?
Stick and stay.
And say a friendly hello to Rob G when you call in the US of A.
All right, check it out. The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived. Matter of fact, they're playing right now. And you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. USA is coming off an impressive 2-0 win over Australia. And now they've got Turkey on deck this Thursday. Since USA has already secured a berth in the knockout stage, they don't have much to play for in this match. So as a result, the Americans are currently trading at just 39% to beat Turkey, meaning a $100 trade pays out $246 if they get the win. So on Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code ODD to get $10 when you trade 10. That's ODD to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. 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 Trade on anything.
Restrictions and eligibility apply. Not available in all states and must be 18 plus. Trading involves significant risk. Consider if it's appropriate for your financial circumstances. Prices and value may differ and some markets may not be active. See Kalshi.com/regulatory for more.
Hey, we're Covino and Rich from Fox Sports Radio, and you watch the drivers. You watch the cars. But these are the people that make race day happen. Veterans and military families you've never heard of. This is Unsung Heroes. Take a look.
Around the track, there are military veterans who never stopped serving, only changed uniforms.
There are definitely similarities between the NASCAR industry and the military.
You have the ability to work as a team. That's a big part of what you learn while you're in the military.
I learned from the military, communication is how to convey the point and still get the mission done.
I learned that it's just adapting on the fly to the situations that are presented during the race.
At NASCAR, veterans help keep the race moving on the track. Across the country, they're answering another call to serve in local communities. Vet the Vote is a national campaign recruiting veterans and military family members to serve again as poll workers in their state and local elections.
It's kind of nice to continue to give back for a better America, for our kids and everybody around us.
Learn more and continue your service at vetv.vote/NASCAR.
If you are Boston, knowing what Jalen has said publicly on his own stream, what Tracy McGrady has said about his rift with the front office, and now that we know that he's been dangled about in this Giannis trade, and it doesn't come to fruition, how do you walk this back?
I'm still on the phone. I still got that red phone from Batman in the 1960s in case somebody wants to call the special phone, Rob, because for me, at a certain point, I think it just is what it is. And it's a similar thing if you flip it, Rob G, to what I said about Milwaukee, where I just think Giannis and them is just time. And the sooner you do it, the better we can both be fine, it's amicable, and we move on. And I think with Jalen, Rob, I think he's done enough, he's said enough for them, and not to mention just the chemistry of it all. We've had them since 2017, if I'm Boston. It's not like this is 3 years and we're like, oh, well, let's get rid of him. It worked. We got to a bunch of Eastern Conference finals. We got to 2 finals. We won one of them. He was finals MVP. We've had success, and it's time to move on, and there's nothing wrong with that. He clearly wants his own team. They clearly want to get away from shooting threes, maybe get a presence on the inside, a la Giannis, and move on philosophically from a relationship standpoint with him. He's disgruntled. Tracy McGrady's mentioned it. He's been live on all the Twitches and all the
can I give you an example of somebody who went off and didn't want to be there? All right. Kobe Bryant made the biggest stink that he didn't want to be in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. Went on everybody's radio show. He went on podcasts back there, and podcasts hadn't even been invented yet. He went everywhere. Do you remember that? Belly aching how he wanted out of Los Angeles. He almost got traded to the Pistons, in fact.
Did. If Vanessa Bryant would have said she was okay with it, he was going for Rip Hamilton.
And guess what? He got over it. He came back. They figured it out, and he wound up getting 2 more championships once they got Pau Gasol. Okay, so it can be repaired. It ain't the end of the world. Stars have been traded, floated out all over. You got to grow up and be a big boy.
Let me tell you why I'm pushing back on that.
That's why I don't agree with that.
Let me tell you why. The Kobe Bryant is not apples to apples because Kobe was the franchise.
No, but his point is that he made a big stink about how
I don't disagree with that.
All I'm saying is you can repair what that time it didn't look like it was repairable.
Here's the difference. His was repairable because they ended up getting good players. Jalen Brown's issue is, dang it, I'm tired of being second fiddle to him, who I feel I'm better than him. And I think he's sick of that. I want to be the franchise player.
I think that's overdone, man.
I strongly believe that. And I think he's sick of that. And so that's the difference. That's why you traded Shaq with Kobe and Shaq beefing. It was time to move on. Shaq, go get your team, do your thing. Kobe, here's the keys to the franchise. And that's what Jalen Brown.
How'd that work out?
They both won. Who? Shaq won in Miami.
Kobe went 6 years. Wait, the last 6 years were a disaster here in L.A. with Kobe.
No, but when he left, Shaq was in 04.
And the first few years, they didn't win anything. Okay. And
Big facts.
Well, and if they didn't get Pau Gasol, Kobe wouldn't have won 2 more championships.
Oh, I don't disagree with that. But what I'm saying is there was a point when they just needed to be separated. They had a good run together. They went to 4 finals, won 3, and it was time to move on. And that's where I think we are right now. With these two, it is time for the Jays to move on. Jason and Jalen.
I'm with Antonio, who just said, I just don't know why we're here.
Jalen is it's a large
I don't care. Kevin
of it.
Durant asked out 2 of the Nets. They didn't trade him right away because he wanted out.
And he'd been a hitman for hire ever since.
No, but I'm talking about they didn't trade him. He made a request. He wanted out. He played the next year. I'm not giving away somebody. And first of all, the deal has to be good for me.
I agree with that.
Okay,
I do
so
agree
that's
with that.
number one.
I'm not doing it for anything.
Exactly. I agree. I don't care what you're talking about.
I agree.
And I just say, I'm not. The idea that you can't repair something, I don't believe in. I really don't. When you've had success and you've won,
the only
it's
thing
different if you haven't won. They won and went to an NBA Finals.
But
that's what I.
You've been covering sports since Moby Dick was a guppy. Do you not agree? Now, this isn't a philosophy about the Celtics. Like, I get we are the team, you're under contract. Don't you agree there's a certain point, especially in sports like basketball, where a guy just wants his own team? Like, James Harden could have stuck with the Thunder for another 4, signed a new deal. They could have had James Harden wanted his own team to the tune. It was for him. We see he was an MVP and an MVP candidate for 4 or 5 years in a row. He was just that good that I wanted my own team. And I think that's what Jaylen Brown. I've done it.
Combat sports fans, this January it's the Bruise Cruise. Party with fighters. Watch a bare knuckle fighting event live in the Caribbean. Plus DJs, bands, and chaos at sea. Prices increase soon. Hop aboard now. Go to bkfsea.com.
Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple. He's Rob. I'm Kelvin on a Trash Talking Tuesday. That'll be coming up next hour. E from Salam here in a couple of minutes. We'll chop it up with E. By the way, after 40, this is true. The energy drops. The weight hangs on. I know all about it too much. And you start wondering where the old you went. Well, M-Drive was built for just that, supporting healthy testosterone, energy, and metabolism. Don't ignore the change. Go to mdriveformen.com. Go check them out. All right, 877-99 on Fox. Giannis, welcome to the city where the heat is on. Welcome to Miami. He's down with the Heat now. Trade from the Bucks, Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez Jr., and a couple other players and a couple other picks heading to Milwaukee. Good trade. Is there a winner in it? Is this good for Giannis? Did the Heat all of a sudden advance to your top 1, top 2, 3? I think Vegas now has him at 5th best odds to win the title, Rob G, if I'm correct. I believe it's 5th. Which is a little like, all right, I don't know about that.
Remember, Vegas is trying to get you to
make some bread.
money.
I know.
Right. Don't.
Yeah.
That doesn't indicate anything.
No.
It's hot. His name's out there to trade. They're trying to lure people.
Well, they ain't luring me.
Into putting money out.
I like
there.
Lure the Fish restaurant out here.
That's it.
Who we got?
Marty in Kentucky. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Marty? How are you?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
What
I'm
up?
good, man. How's everything?
Everything's good, man. Sounded like he was trying to get set up with somebody, earlier when he was.
No, it was one of the weather women there,
Kelvin.
right? Was it? Is that?
Oh, no, I wasn't the weather this time.
Set you up.
Yeah, hey, listen, Marty, I've tried now for almost 2 years.
He ain't trying to set me up.
He don't want to hear it.
Please,
I got a couple of good ones for him. Treat him right.
Hard work.
Hey, Alex, she'll rub his scalp. Everything. Look, now look
she
at
gotta
now.
wash my hair, right?
Wash his hair.
That's a keeper.
Now, see, hey, Marty, if that's the first date, you wash my hair,
she got
rub my back,
and feed you
and
cheesecake.
Then, exactly. Then we got something going.
Oh
there.
God,
that's the first date.
The problem, Marty, is he's not working with me. He got to give me at least. Can the floor be like, or the max be 40? Can I get a 42?
No.
Sound like old girl might have had a good read on you.
Yeah, maybe.
Man, you said no to 42?
42.
Okay, Nia Long.
Only if it was Jackie Robinson, I'd go along with the 42.
Yeah, she might be. Look.
I'm sorry, I got us way off subject.
You did, Marty. Now I'm almost screwed. Forget about Giannis.
No,
let's get back to.
let's
talk about
Marty. Go ahead.
Gianna.
Go ahead.
I'll bring us back. I believe Pat Riley watched this playoff very closely. His involvement, his history with the Knicks, he really had to be watching, and I think he's seen a team that, in the regular season, these guys take care of each other. They're not trying to get each other hurt. And then he's seen this. He's had to be excited to see this level up of physicality and defense that was allowed in the playoffs. And he started thinking, I'm going to build a defensive juggernaut. And you got 4 guys with Bam, Giannis, Wiggins, and Mitchell. Those guys can play.
I'll give you that.
Now,
I will give you that.
They need another piece. I don't think Howard is really it. I think Riley's got something else up his sleeve to kind of complete this. But I'm thinking he's thinking, we just make the playoffs and then we fill this team up with some dogs and we just grind. And I just feel like he's got one more.
Marty, I'm not mad at the thought process.
Marty,
they ain't got no money though.
Marty, you think they're going to the NBA Finals, Marty?
No.
Okay.
No, not with this squad.
Okay.
But I do think he's got another trick up his sleeve. I know they're out of money, but if it's Pat Riley, he's pulled off some pretty tricky things before. So.
All right. Marty, appreciate you, man. Thank you. I don't know if Pat still got any more tricks. I don't know. We could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. Ephraim Salam on the other side of Trending with Steve Disaker.
Let's start with the World Cup because today Cristiano Ronaldo had 2 goals in the first half. Portugal 5-0 winners over Uzbekistan in Houston. England tied Ghana 0-0, even though England outshot them unofficially 19-2 on Fox TV right now from Toronto. Scoreless after 30 minutes, Croatia versus Panama. The late game will be on FS1, 10 p.m. Eastern Time from Mexico. It's Colombia against Congo DR. American star Christian Pulisic returned to full practice Monday after a calf injury. However, midfielder Christian Roldan was called day-to-day with a muscle strain. The U.S. has already clinched first place in its group, even before it plays 0-2 Turkey this Thursday night in L.A. Upgrade your FIFA World Cup 2026 setup. Build it like Beckham from living room to lawn with the Home Depot. And take the fast free delivery assist. The Home Depot, official FIFA World Cup 2026 supporter, subject to availability. The NBA draft's first round is later tonight. Washington selects number 1, Utah number 2. Portland Trailblazers announced a new head coach today. It's Mike Inori, who was a Minnesota assistant, and he worked for 4 other teams before that. One WNBA game, 10 p.m. Eastern. Las Vegas will host New York. The NFL decided not to hold a supplemental draft this year, so quarterback Brendan Sorsby will not be in the league this year. The league thought Sorsby's issues would be a distraction to teams as they started training camps. The Falcons gave tight end Kyle Pitts a 3-year extension worth $36 million guaranteed. Also this month, Atlanta gave wide receiver Drake London a 4-year deal. In Major League Baseball, Shane Bieber of the Blue Jays was the starting pitcher today. His season debut, it didn't go that well, but the Jays have come back to tie it at 6-6, top of the 11th against Houston. Dalton Varsho with 2 doubles and a tying home run. Bieber was out in the 4th inning, allowing 4 runs and 9 hits in Toronto. Kansas City leads at Tampa Bay 2-1 in the top of the 4th, and it's the Tigers at home with Casey Mize on the mound ahead 2-0 over the Yankees, top of the 4th. Dodgers and Twins in a rain delay that's due to go at least another half hour. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. It is the odd couple, Rob and Kelvin, on a Trash Talking Tuesday, which will be coming up next hour. Looking forward to that as usual. Still a lot left in the show. We got Israel Gutierrez going to join us next hour as well. And right now, speaking of joining us, Ephraim Salaam on the line, former NFL offensive lineman, Fox Sports Radio Weekends. Ephraim Salaam, you can always find him on X as well. We'll get to him in just a little bit. Be interested to hear his thoughts on what Miami's trying to do, if this matters. I mean, again, Rob, I'm looking at it like I do like the idea of having a little bit more presence on the inside, right? I think you can't just be so 3-dependent. Me and you've yelled at teams for the last 2 years about this. Stop being so 3-point dependent, but you got to have some of it, and they're missing that right now. And obviously, they have to fill out their roster. Maybe there are some veteran guys who say, but gone are the days of a Mike Miller or Ray Allen and, Shane Battier. Those guys aren't necessarily just around right now that you can kind of fill out your roster with. So I'm not overly enthused about this. We'll see if Ephraim is as he's joining us now. All right, Giannis down there and getting jiggy with it and in Miami with Will Smith. And you like this move for the Heat? Did this move you?
I like the move for Giannis, and the reason I say that is because I went over it on my show on Sunday night, and we were talking about. Mark Willard, my co-host, was like, it just doesn't make sense. And I said, look, we keep holding all these great players to the same standard. And that standard is you have to be chasing multiple championships. You have to be trying to win every step of the way of your career. And the bottom line is Giannis has been a 2-time MVP. Giannis has been a finals MVP, has won a championship. He's been living in Milwaukee. Why wouldn't he want to go live in Miami? Why wouldn't his family want to go live in Miami? And so sometimes it's as big as we just want to go be happy and live where we want to live. Well, I can play good basketball.
That would be great for the league if everybody played in the same big cities and nobody played anybody anywhere else. I'll disagree with you because Detroit had a bad name and a bad reputation, and the bad boys carved out their own niche where nobody else wanted to go there. So there's a lot of places that you can make a name for yourself. Reggie Miller went to Indianapolis, right? We know Indiana's a basketball place.
But they didn't go as free agents.
No, but I'm just saying. My point is, he's not a free agent. He has a contract. He's not a free agent.
No, he's not. If he got traded there, and he was only going to get traded there.
The idea that you could only go to a couple of cities. People love to go to Phoenix too. What have they won in Phoenix? That's a great place, right? Anybody win anything in Phoenix?
No, that's why. Well, look, they go there and then they leave there, right? KD was there. Chris Paul was there.
Yeah.
Shaq ended up being in.
Don't you ever bring up the Big Shaqtus.
They all. I'm just saying, like,
the Big Shaqtus
I get
is
the
crazy.
Nice lifestyle or whatever.
Steve Nash, don't forget that they had a run.
I don't think that they won anything yesterday. You know what I mean? Or I feel like,
right.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, it's fine. He'll play fine. They'll be in the mix. But that's all I see for that team. They didn't win anything yesterday.
That's what I mean. It's not about. For him, maybe it's about being comfortable, finishing out his career.
Here's why I disagree.
He really wants to live.
Ephraim, let me push back on that. He has been extremely vocal. It possesses me. I have to win. I want to win. I want to be like the greats. One is not enough. He's been very vocal about that. So I disagree in that. No, let me phrase that. I get your sentiment, family, new place, but I actually think he believes, Pat Riley believes, that they're in the mix. Like, this team can actually do something. And unless they got something up the sleeve, a couple of sharpshooters we don't know about, you know what I mean? Some guard play we don't know about, I just think you got too many of the same chefs in the same kitchen. The same type of, Bam, him, Bobby Portis.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right. There is no, looking at that team, you're like, okay, well, where is the shooting coming from?
Right.
Right? Where is the shooting coming from? Where –
creation for other people.
Exactly. Now, look, the summer is still young. The beginning of the new era is about to start right now in terms of the draft. There are going to be a lot of deals being made, a lot of movement being made this summer. So we'll see how this team shakes out. What we do know is the Heat have a culture, and even when they haven't had a team that people deemed was playoff worthy, they managed to find themselves in the playoffs or in the finals, coming from the play-in. So that culture speaks for itself in terms of how far you can push a team that may not, on paper, seem as talented as others.
Ephraim, let's go to the how closely do you follow the draft? Is there any players that maybe you have your eye on or whatever? The NBA draft is different than it used to be, but I'm just curious.
It is, but I follow it, man.
I don't follow it like I used to. I used to cover
college basketball. You used to know the people.
Right.
Well, it's different now because, number one, you don't really get to know the guys outside of the top, 4 or 5 guys because of all the movement. And, remember when the draft was heavy European players or players from overseas and no one had ever heard or seen them ever play? All those types of things take away from the mystique of the draft. It's like that's why the NFL draft is so great, right? You know where the product is coming from. You've lived with those players for 3-4 years. The big thing about it is looking at their highlight packages after they got drafted. All of those things have made the NFL draft what it is, and the NBA just doesn't have that, right? A lot of young players, a lot of more potential in the NBA draft than the NFL draft. Like, you got to know how to play. Outside of quarterbacks who don't have a lot of starts, other positions you're cemented in, this kid can play. In the NBA, you're drafting purely off of potential.
Well, I'm looking at the potential right now between Peterson, you got Dybantsa, you got of course you got Boozer. Who do you like right now? And you say they're all going to be good, but I like the way he plays the most.
I like AJ Dybantsa. I like it because he can play 1 through 5. He's shown that he can play 1 through 5. He doesn't mind going into the post, putting his back to the basket, but he can also handle the ball. And I know this young man. Got a chance to spend some time with him. His father. They spend a lot of time or some time down at our production offices out here in Los Angeles. and he's got his head on straight. He doesn't have an agent. All he wants to do is work. Got a chance to meet him last year at the NBA Summer League as he was going into college. Spent some time with him and Kevin Garnett, and he just, to me, you know, he has his head on his shoulders. He knows what he's doing, and he knows what he wants to be, and he wants to be a great player.
Yeah, I think he looks like he's going to be a stud, and as do a handful of other people. I've told Rob, a little sneaker for me is a Q Junior. I mean, there's some guards out there. This one of those teams that's going to be like a 10, 11 draft pick. They're going to get a good guard that like maybe produces more than they even anticipated. So it's some good ones out there. Lastly, when we go to the other side of this, it's a couple other moves that happened. You got Randall, no longer in Minnesota. Looks like they just want to get rid of his money.
That's a salary dump. That's all
exactly. Get rid of his money. I'm not going to lie. For 2 seconds, because that happened before the Giannis, I was like, oh, shoot, is Giannis about to be with Ant-Man? That might be scary. That's what I was thinking.
It felt like something like that was about to happen, right?
Yeah, I was like, oh, now we might be cooking with something. You know what I mean? That would have fit.
Well, I'm interested to see what they're going to do, because I know Anthony Edwards now is like, okay, so something great better happen, or – you know, I'm gonna need an answer. I need he doesn't want to be out there on that island himself, even though Jaden Daniels played a tremendous. I mean, you want to talk about made himself some money.
Yep.
When Ant was down and he was carrying the team and doing what he was doing in the playoffs as a primary scorer, not just a defensive player, he showed everybody that he can play both sides of the court at a high clip at the highest moments in the playoffs. So. He himself made himself some money. It'd be interesting to see what that deal is going to look like, because I think they just signed
Dybantsa.
They just signed him to an extension as well for over $100 and some odd million. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with Jaden Daniels and who else they bring in to partner with Edwards.
Yeah, they're like another solid, good big away from having something cooking.
I agree. Yeah. Yep.
All right, we appreciate it as always, E.
Thank you.
Absolutely, brothers. Y'all stay safe.
All right, no doubt. On the way, Shekel City. We'll see what Rob cooked up. Also, your tie rack play of the day. And Lexi, you might have to eat some crow. You might have to. We'll tell you what we're talking about. It is the Hot Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio. We got some stuff to get to. First, we got to start with that. Rob was wrong. The Spurs didn't win it. We ain't ready for Wemby.
You talking about something that happened 2 weeks ago?
Because you know you were away from me.
2 weeks ago.
Antonio, he'll be sitting in the garage with baby oil waiting on me to get back. Everybody listening knows this, including AD. That's right. You said they wouldn't win another game, the Knicks. They won 3 straight.
The Spurs lost 3 games by a total of 6 points.
Is it wins or losses on the menu or not?
And Antonio, the worst coaching job I ever saw. Johnson,
We're not
Mitch
doing
Johnson.
that, Rob.
No, we are doing it. We are doing it. Hey, I'm gonna do it. No, I am gonna do it because he's a. Let me tell you something. I watched that game, and then your senior statesman, he doesn't even know how to play basketball. You have the lead and the ball with 10 seconds to go when you go to the basket, Antonio. That's basketball?
I assume you're talking about De'Aaron Fox.
Yes, terrible. Yep. And then he followed that up with 3 for 15 in the closeout game.
Yeah, my thing is, it's very difficult for me to come down on Miss Johnson. Very difficult. You know why? Because if we're having this conversation 4 years from now, I get it. But this was Miss Johnson's first ever time coaching, not in the finals, in the playoffs. Period.
Does that mean what? Wait a minute. Antonio, and I'm not going to give him a pass, okay?
You should.
I'm not. No, because that's too easy. Because had he,
I'm going to tell you why. Conversation last week.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
What'd you do, Rob?
Just because you ain't agree, you ain't had to hang up on him.
He hung up on me because he knew what was coming.
Hang up!
Here we go.
Hang up on him.
Hang up on him.
You need to get that clip.
Hang up!
Now you
Where's
don't
that
hung
clip?
Up.
Where's that clip? We need that clip.
Now you done hung up on AD just because he disagreed with you.
Where's that clip? We need that
and
clip.
all he was doing was telling you what I said, experience.
It ain't got nothing to do with
experience. It's his first go at it,
Rob. It don't have nothing to do with experience when you have a player, okay, just give me this.
Okay.
And you can say whatever you want.
Okay.
They were 10 seconds away from winning both games at Madison Square Garden and tying that series. And it was a 28-year-old guard, not a kid, who didn't know how to finish the game. Is that not true?
Yes. Who doesn't have that?
De'Aaron
De'Aaron Fox only has one playoff appearance before this.
It ain't about playoffs. It's about basketball. It's not about playoffs.
It is about playoffs.
No,
it literally is.
No, it ain't. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
We had this conversation.
It's basketball. Stop it.
Week.
Don't give them an excuse. Come on.
No. You know what, Rob? Look, I told Kelvin this last week. Eric Spoelstra made a ton of mistakes his first time coaching in the NBA Finals, to the point where he admitted it publicly and said, you know what, when the season was over, he went back and watched film at how many mistakes he made. We watched Greg Popovich remove Tim Duncan from the game at the end of the game so Miami could get that rebound and hit that shot. I watched Steve Kerr give up a 3-1 lead to LeBron, and these are after guys that actually won NBA titles.
But that doesn't mean that. No one's saying that people don't make mistakes or have bad coaching jobs. I said it here last year when Tibbs. When the Knicks didn't win last year, I said Tibbs should be fired. Everybody said, no. Let me make my point. Everybody made the case. Why? Why does Tibbs? Because Kelvin's point was he got them further than any other team had gotten them in 25 years, and I said it wasn't good enough.
Okay, that makes sense. But the difference is, again, I'm going to say what I just said about Mitch Johnson a minute ago. If we're having this conversation 5 years from now, that makes sense. This wasn't Tibbs' first rodeo. This wasn't his first rodeo.
Can I give you Antonio? Can I give you Rick Carlisle took the Pistons to the second round of the playoffs. Larry Brown became available, and what did the Pistons do to Rick Carlisle, who wound up going on to win a championship? Okay,
I get it.
Okay, so it's not. Wait a minute. Let me just make my point, and then I'll hear you. Is that you can make a change if you think that you can get there with another coach who can get you to where you need to go. If I look back at that series and say I lost the last 3 games by a total of 6 points, I had a point guard who didn't know what to do at the end of the game after he got the steal with 10 seconds to go and the lead. And I had a 25-point lead, and my team shot 9 straight threes with a 25-point lead. You can't tell me I can't find a better coach. I don't care what you say.
Here's the thing that's interesting about what you just said. Everything you just said, Rob, happened in between the 4 lines. Like, it's so easy to blame coaching. It's so easy. A team shooting 9 straight threes, that's not on the coach. I'm sorry.
Full version, best of version, the whole 9. All right, let's get to it. It's now time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
All right, not a great night for me last night, unfortunately. 0 for 2 with the rain out.
I'm the poo-poo king.
Yeah, that poo-pooed on me. 162 and 134.
I was wrong.
Here we go. Tonight, best bet, Minnesota Twins plus 1.5 runs. They're hosting the Dodgers in Minneapolis.
Okay.
Mets need a win plus 1.5 runs. They host the Chicago Cubs. I'll be at the Black Legacy game tomorrow at Citi Field. It's supposed to be nice, the weather and everything, so I'm looking forward to that.
Racist.
Yes. And the Cleveland Guardians minus 1.5 runs. They are in Chicago taking on the White Sox. So the Guardians minus 1.5, Mets plus 1.5, and Minnesota plus 1.5. And remember, Kelvin.
What's that?
I'm not telling you who to bet on.
I hit it so good today.
I'm telling you who I bet on.
May I add, Alex, that they wouldn't even let us play baseball for like decades. I think we can get a night.
And you know what? That button right there, that button wasn't around either back then.
The racist one?
Yeah, because
that was
when it was the
normalist.
other way around, right?
Yeah, it was just normal. So, yeah, I think we can get a night.
It was just some guy going, yeah.
And I do want to say this, too. And this is, like, seriously. I hear, like, educated people.
Oh, boy.
Use the term.
They didn't say it.
Alex, get ready. This is reverse
reverse
discrimination. No, reverse, right? Reverse discrimination. What does that mean? There's no such thing. Alex, discrimination or racism, right, would be based on your skin color, your religion, your, right?
Your ethnicity, your race, yeah.
Right? So there's no such thing as reverse. It's just racism. If you're being discriminated against, Alice, because you're white, it's not when you say reverse discrimination, that means that only black people are discriminated. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, also,
that we're the only people who could be discriminated. That's not how it works. Like, I hear educated people on television, analysts or whatever, bring up or
pundits.
Yeah, talk about reverse discrimination or reverse racism. Racism, if you're white and feel like somebody did something to you, it's just race. Right? It's racism.
Well, or that would just
discrimination. There's no such thing.
Or that would be an admittance to it. Right? For me to say reverse racism means then there is being racism towards you.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's racism is racism.
Right.
It's not identified
or
as
discrimination. It's not reverse.
It's
just like it's been ingrained in us that, like, it only happens to us.
Yeah.
So that when it happens to other people, it's reversed. No.
It's still racism.
It's still
I'm
racism.
experiencing
It's still
racism,
discrimination.
not reverse.
Can you look that up? Can you Google that?
I'm sure it'll pop up, but
if it does, it's ridiculous. If it pops up, it can't be.
It's like, I hate when people say over exaggerating. Like, I'm exaggerating. Is there a limit on exaggerating?
Or so true. True is just true.
No,
it's true.
Very true.
No, I like a good so true.
It's true.
I like a funner too. Funner should be a word.
No, more fun.
No, funner.
No such thing.
Absolutely should be a word. Makes no sense.
More fun. I have more fun.
Okay.
Funner. That's like
your
onion
dog,
rings,
Rob,
right? Oh,
Rob,
those are Funyuns.
Your dog died.
Yes.
You were what? Sad?
Yeah.
If the other dog died, you're now sadder.
First thing I thought is
you're sadder. But it can't be funner?
No.
Alex, you ride with me, right?
First thing I'm thinking is I'm saving money on the dog food. That's the first thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. That is so you of you. No more vet bills.
It's unfortunate. I would be mad. I would be disappointed. But I'm just saying, like, that would be the first
I'm
thing.
not going to lie. Y'all put two of the most non-dog people on the show together. And we live out here in L.A. where they are dog crazy.
They bring dogs in the supermarket.
Dog in
They're
restaurants,
licking the fruit.
the mall.
I had to walk out of a Denny's because the dog is in the chair eating breakfast.
I didn't know we went back to Denny's. We went back?
No, not Denny. What was the other one?
IHOP?
IHOP.
Okay. Makes you say
I had to walk out. It was on Crenshaw. I had to walk out.
Rob G, you a dog person, right? You're a dog person? Yeah, I'm sorry. That's why you ignore us when we start talking.
Bring up a sensitive subject. Respect.
I know. My bad. That's
what
why
happened to your dog?
She died, Rob.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear.
I mean, I'm laughing. I
mean, that was a layup. I didn't think I had to follow up that, but I appreciate it.
No, I didn't know that. I'm sorry to hear that.
So you're saving on dog food too?
I am, though.
Literally, all I saw was dollar signs in his brain.
Dog food costs a lot of money, Rob G.
You don't have to pay for medicine.
We are
Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
The NFL decided not to hold a supplemental draft this year, so quarterback Brendan Sorsby will not be in the league this year. The Portland Trailblazers' new head coach is Micah Norrie, who is a Minnesota assistant. The first round of the NBA draft is tonight. Washington Wizards selecting first, then Utah number 2. At the World Cup, halftime scoreless Panama against Croatia on Fox TV. That's in Toronto. Later tonight, FS1 will have the late game, 10 p.m. Eastern, from Mexico, Colombia against Congo DR. Portugal 5-0 over Uzbekistan. Ghana shocked England a 0-0 tie. In Major League Baseball, the one-day game is finally over. Houston wins in 11 innings at Toronto 9-7. In progress, Kansas City ahead at Tampa Bay 6-1 in the bottom of the fifth inning. Detroit with pitcher Casey Mize on the mound, still leading the New York Yankees 2-1 in the bottom of the fifth. I'm Steve DeSager.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Our number two. It is draft night in the NBA, and it is the Odd Couple. Fox Sports Radio on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Don't forget, coming up, your chance to trash anyone, anything in the world of sports. We will not, N-O-T, interrupt you. We will not do it. That's right.
Maybe.
Yay.
We'll see.
The excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox 1.
Can you give me a little bit more excitement in the excitement?
The official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment.
Oh, yeah.
Fox 1 brings the action straight to your screen. So never miss a goal. Download Fox 1 and experience the FIFA World Cup live.
I know you've been experiencing all of it.
And don't forget,
Rob doesn't miss a game.
Don't miss it.
I never missed the FIFA World Cup. Don't forget, also check us out on YouTube. Just search Odd Couple FSR. That's right, Odd Couple FSR. And hit that subscribe button. We'll do that. Israel is from Stu Gotz's show.
Yes.
Is he coming? Yeah, he's down in Miami, and he's covered the Heat for a long time. Mm-hmm. So we'll talk to him. Plus trash talking. So we got a lot to get to.
We do. Maybe interested to get his thoughts on this. If it's a good move.
Well, we saw him at the Super Bowl, right? Izzy, I've been on shows with him in the past. Matter of fact, when we started Saturday, the very first Saturday first take. You don't remember that?
I don't.
It was me, Carrie Champion, Izzy, and Christian Fourier.
Yeah.
That was us. We did a Saturday show.
Okay. Shout out to Carrie.
And it was
it ain't a bottle of oil safe around Carrie. You know how you always I need baby oil. She know what I'm talking about.
Hey, yo! All right.
Hold up.
I did not know what.
No, you was sitting right there, kid. No, Carrie knew what she's doing.
She's all into the lotion?
Yeah, just you know.
You got a tissue for
black
me?
women gonna make sure them legs are moisturized, but Carrie.
There you go. All right, so we got a lot.
I'm glad you explained that because when you said it the first time,
I didn't know what was going on.
There ain't a bottle of lotion around.
She know what I meant.
Carries
her. Just saying, you know, she make sure.
Oh my
lotion,
God.
huh?
Shining.
All right, so we'll do that and much
It did
more.
sound crazy.
All right, so the NBA draft, Rob G is upon us.
It is. It just, technically, it's going to
it's
kick off
starting.
in
They showing the
in
Larry
about
O'Brien.
10, 15 minutes. But the NBA draft is tonight on all the ESPN channels, ABC, ESPN2, ESPN+, ESPN,
Is that
the
because,
Ocho.
You put it on one venue,
Why
That's
is it
how
on
you
everything?
get all of the ratings, Rob.
Yeah, but if I'm watching, it's still if it's only on one channel, then everybody would watch that channel.
Nah, they don't got that channel, Rob.
Why? They don't have ABC?
Not everybody.
No, they don't have ESPN because that's cable.
But it's
ABC
or if you're streaming, you don't have ABC.
But I'm just saying, like ESPN and ESPN2, what's the difference? Like you got to have
what
cable.
if you were turning? What if your natural inclination is just to go boom, boom, and you turn to ESPN, but it was on ABC, you would miss it. See, but if it's on every channel, that means no matter what I turn to, bam, it's on, and therefore
if
the
you're
ratings.
interested in watching it, you will find
Maybe I
what
wasn't
channel
though.
it
Maybe it
is.
was casual. Maybe it was like, oh shoot, this
Go
is
ahead,
cool.
Rob G.
But it is upon us, draft night in the NBA. The Washington Wizards are on the clock. They have the number one pick in the NBA draft, and their decision comes down to one of, it seems like, four big names. Caleb Wilson. They're calling him the next Kevin Garnett out of North Carolina. Cam Boozer, the son of Carlos Boozer, calling him the safest, most analytical friendly player in the draft.
And make sure you get that deal signed, okay? Don't let him off the deal and then think about coming back to sign.
Darryn Peterson.
I'm just saying.
Expected to be the top overall pick coming into the season, and through cramping and unavailability, may or may not make it to go number 1 overall. And last but not least, BYU sensation AJ Dybantsa, who moved from Boston, Massachusetts to Salt Lake City because he wanted to play great basketball, allegedly. Or he was paid
and he made
a
lot of money.
But that is what it comes down to.
He made all the money.
One of those 4 young men will go first overall.
You've
to
never
the
been to
Washington
Salt
Wizards.
Lake City. It's a great place, Rob G.
I've been to Salt Lake, Rob.
Have you?
I did.
What, you did? No, a layover don't count.
No, I've been there. I went to the Walmart and everything, tried to get a drink. They weren't selling it.
Yeah, you weren't getting
Did you
that.
really?
You might have got a couple of wives.
Okay.
But
Yeah. I seen them in close. I was like, oh, y'all are out here.
yeah, you can't go there with your wife. She might be there. And we get no ideas either.
And we used to, the old Salt Palace was across the street from the main Marriott. And the coaches wouldn't let the players walk across the street. You had to take the team bus. So back then, the writers used to ride on the team bus with the play. Can you believe that?
I know they probably
We used to
tired
fly
of it now.
with
Can you
them,
believe it?
and we used to be on their bus.
I just lost a buzzer beater. I missed the shot or missed 2 free throws. I got to ride with you, Rob. And what made you miss the free throws?
Right.
Nah,
I'd be like, did you choke? Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, we'd be rumbling on the back of that bus. You mentioned the Washington Wizards having the number 1 pick. Well, dang it, as a Washington on this set here, listen, this is what the Wizards have to do. I get Darryn Peterson is spectacular. Rob and I talked about him throughout the collegiate season. Dybantsa is spectacular as well. Led the league in scoring as a freshman. I mean, fantastic. I'm going Dybantsa, and I'm going to tell you why. It is half him and half why I can't get with Peterson. Here's my issue, Rob G. Rob G, what have I told you for almost 2 years now as a part of this show? I told both of y'all about Anthony Davis, right? And his being unavailable. You can never depend on him. His availability is always, I think, and maybe he's already hurt.
You mean when he won a championship for the Lakers?
Yes.
Okay.
Eons ago. The man has a nickname, Street Clothes.
I understand.
And he's incredible when he's healthy, but I can't depend on that. And then I got a guy, Trae Young, who has been injured as well, or who
just gave him $212 million.
I know, right? Okay. Which was crazy. We both agreed that's just too much money. I know you got to get to the $100 million with the cap is whatever, but my goodness.
For everybody who wants baseball to have a floor, remember this is what
I got to pay dudes that should be not making
having
half
a floor. You have to pay people. Remember that.
So here's my point. Peterson is a heck of a player. And I think he'll be fine in this league. He'll be good in this league for sure, but I can't deal with everything that came with it. If I'm the Wizards, I'm trying to turn the franchise around. I'm trying to tweak this thing and get it going in the right direction. I'm trying to build a culture, and I can't have it where my best player, Anthony Davis, might not play coming off injuries, and at this point in his career with age, not going to be that. I can't have where Trae Young is my leader, and we know he's not a leader. He's not a leader of men. He's not a great guy in the locker room. And then I'm about to bring in a rookie who doesn't tell his team until 10 minutes before tip-off, I'm hurt, and then plays, but then just checks out of the game, doesn't tell anybody what's going on, and then is good for 2 games, and then does it again, and inconsistent, and coach doesn't know what to do, what's going on. I don't want more of that on my team when I'm trying to build a culture. I'm trying to head in the right direction. We talked about it moments ago with Ephraim. When you look at a guy like AJ Dybantsa, locked in, one of those kids who knew exactly where he was going from day one. He has been trained to be a pro, is focused on that, says all the right things, 6'9", led college in scoring. I just like more of that upside for me. I like the size, I like the upside, and I like the stable mind, and I know what I'm getting. And Darryn Peterson is going to be a heck of a player, but I can't deal with inconsistency. I can't deal with I'm hurt, I don't want to play, I'm not telling you what's going on, I've had some issues, I can't deal with that with a franchise that's struggling. Strong franchises can deal with that because they believe our culture is going to get you right.
This is where we'll disagree.
Well, no, that's what we do. We the odd couple. So that's where I am. Give me Dybantsa.
If somebody's talented, okay, and you don't know, maybe he'll mature or whatever, I'll never pass up. If he's on the draft board and he's going to be drafted and going to be
he
playing.
Ain't going but 1 or 2.
Okay, going to be playing in the NBA, I'm taking the most talented player. I am. Because sometimes, just what you were talking about, that's how the Portland Trailblazers talk themselves out of Michael Jordan. You know, and I'm serious because, we already have Clyde Drexler, right? So we need to go get a big man, let's get Sam Bowie. I'm just saying, like, be careful where you're trying to manipulate it. Who is the best talent? And if somebody's playing his position, then we can move him and get something else and get, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be real, because if you pass up because you're afraid of him being a little different or whatever, it's about talent. And we know everybody's not going to pan out. People are going to have issues, right? There's no guarantee. Guys who maybe didn't have issues in college, who you think are solid citizens and all that, they wind up not being able to play. And remember what year was that? 2 years ago when the two French guys were at the top of the draft.
Oh, yeah. So, yep.
Yeah.
Sarr and Risha.
Gesundheit. But neither one of those guys. What was that about? You remember that?
Yeah, they were just reaching. Well, the pick here it is. Your favorite person, Adam Silver, the commish,
best commissioner in sports, right,
of
Rob?
all time.
Yeah.
He says.
Nice,
Dybantsa,
nice and clean.
AJ Dybantsa. It will be a Washington Wizard. So he'll be back on the East Coast where he's from. He got his $7 million, Rob G. Who knows how much more from BYU. From being out there in Utah. And again, I just was saying for me, first of all, I totally get your point about talent. Don't psych yourself out. The difference is these dudes were literally 50-50. Like, it was no.
No, I'm just saying, be careful.
So I get your point.
Because you could go ahead and get him, and then Peterson wind up somewhere and be a star, and then you'll be, because you, like, if you really believe that he's better, then you should draft him.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Once you're in that zone of they're that close, go for whoever you think is really more grades out as the better player.
Yeah, and for me, but also for me is Dybantsa too. I just like he's 6'9" versus Peterson. What is he, 6'4"?
6'4".
6'4", yeah. I like that. I like his mental. I like his makeup. Again, I just think he's built for where this league is right now.
Does he have makeup on? I think he's got clear skin.
He might have a little makeup. You know what I mean? They know they're about to be. Let me tell you, if it was two people in the building who knew they were about to be on TV, it's Dybantsa and Peterson knew that.
How much makeup do they put on you in the morning?
Makeup? Have you seen, bro? You see the chocolatey Godiva? They don't disrespect me like that.
They don't put makeup on.
Underwood.
You see this Blair Underwood happening right here?
You don't put makeup on?
They say, why waste your time in the makeup room? They kick me out the makeup room.
Oh, look at that.
No, I'm just lying. Shout out to my girls, Genesee, Erica,
I used to
Marissa,
feel a certain
Karen,
kind of way because they would tell me
Star,
on First Take and Undisputed, Rob, can you get in an hour early in makeup? You know what I mean?
You need a whole hour? Well, I'm in that thing. 10:15, we out.
Man. And you know what, the old one, they said, ESPN, they should spray you. You ever got sprayed?
Oh, they spray you every day.
Yeah.
Erica, Erica's in my face every day.
Alex, stop it.
Hey, damn, I just realized.
Spray you, huh?
You got a tissue for me?
Alex,
you muscle.
I didn't say nothing.
Man, you know what? Give me the caution button. Give me the caution button.
Rob.
What?
Caution.
No, they have like liquid makeup.
Yes, it's literally called spray.
Gotcha.
Yes, the spray.
Little spritz.
You know why? Because of the HD TV sets. You know
that's real.
You gotta be cleaned up.
You better
right.
get on there and
Am
get
I
right. Yeah, they be having me looking good. You see me every day. You just turn the TV. I don't know why you don't watch me and support me and love what I do.
I'm very happy for you. I'm talking
Look
about
me in my
you all
eye
the
when you
time.
talk to me.
I talk about like
He never misses your show.
very
Never
happy.
misses my show.
Very happy. For you.
Oh shoot, man! But
How many
congrats
years,
to.
How many years you been anchoring?
8 years.
Has it been that long?
8 years, crazy. November 14,
Because I remember
2018,
being
our first
at.
day on
I was
towards 8
being.
years.
Was that 8 years ago where I met you at your agent's office?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
That was my.
That
yeah.
was before you got this job.
Yep, that was in between the other place and there. And I started my podcast. And Rob G, why you ain't tell me to keep doing it? Who knows where I'd have been? I look okay. It was fun. Man, doing my thing, and then I stopped. Boy, I tell you, let me put the camera on me.
All right.
Consistency. Stay with it. Keep doing it, y'all. Don't stop.
The NFL got it right. We'll get into that next. It is The Odd Couple. Right here on Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Stick and stay.
Especially if you're over 40 and feeling a little lackluster in the U.S. way.
No doubt.
We got the answer for him, don't we?
And guess what? I got to admit to you, when M Drive first showed up, came along, asked me about, getting involved, I didn't know who they were.
I didn't either, tell the truth. But then I started paying attention to what was going on with my body. Had to lock in.
Same here. And, after 40, I'm a couple of drops after 40. And
40, 50, 60, 70.
Energy drops. Weight won't move. The gym stopped giving back. what you put in.
Facts. And then you think, man, is it me?
No, you know what? It's not you. It's testosterone. You heard what I said?
I heard it.
Testosterone, that's right. It declines after 40, and it takes everything with it.
M-Drive, they are built exactly for what we're talking about. So what you do, let me tell you, you take 2 capsules every morning, clinically tested ingredients that support healthy testosterone, energy, and this is key too, Rob, metabolism.
No doubt. Here's what got me. A scientist named Gary Kehoe, he built this thing almost 20 years ago for himself, I should say, after feeling the same change.
Big facts. And then we're both, listen, we keep talking about it. We're working on our health. We're trying to get right, trying to get summer. I know summer is here. That's not the point.
I know. That's the scary part. It is here.
It's going to be gone before you blink.
Over 1 million men use it.
60-day money-back guarantee.
So we're in the middle of this whole thing, transformation and stuff, and so far,
we got to say it's working.
No doubt. mdriveformen.com. Use the code COUPLE, 20% off your first order.
Take advantage of that, please. Use code COUPLE. mdriveformen.com.
mDrive for men who still show up. Kelvin?
Yes, sir.
Go get mDrive.
Former Michigan coach now, Dusty May, has finalized the deal to take over as the new head coach with the Dallas Mavericks, sources told ESPN. According to Jeff Goodman, friend of the show from Stadium, this is a great insight into what's going on. Goodman spoke to someone close to Dusty May after the news went public and asked about the decision to leave. He just won a national championship. They're ranked number 3 heading into next season. They have a runway, it seems like, to be very good for a very long time there in Ann Arbor. And according to Goodman and the source close to May, the reason to jump to the NBA was twofold. Number one, the state of college basketball and not knowing what's going to look like tomorrow, in a month, or in 5 years. And number two, to a lesser extent, the organization and a chance to coach Cooper Flagg.
Unfortunately, it makes sense. And I say unfortunately as somebody born and raised in Ann Arbor, go blue. But it makes sense because listen, you have a couple of different types of guys in college sports right now, specifically basketball, football. You have some who have tried the best. You have Curt Cignetti. You have Dusty May, guys who came in and said, all right, this is what the system is now. I'm about to work it to my advantage. Curt Cignetti, I'm about to bring all my guys with me. I'm going to bring them here. We're going to do what we do. Dusty May, I'm about to go get a 5 transfers. Instead of the Fab 5 guys who we brought in, we recruited, we're about to go get some transfers. And they were able to win. Then you got guys like Nick Saban and some other ones who are complaining, who want to change it, and the system is all corrupt, and now because it doesn't benefit them. Now, are there holes in the system? Without a doubt. It's looking like Swiss cheese right now, some of these holes. And I think if you're Dusty May, he jumped where the grass was greener. He said, look, I won my championship, Rob. I don't have to do that again. I got to the tournament with FAAU. I made it to the Final Four with them as well. So what he was going to do, I'm going to go get this guaranteed money in a league that Jason Kidd only won 26 games. I got Cooper Flagg, and if I win 35 games, that's a massive improvement. And this is just where college sports are right now. Do you want to lose all your guys and have to re-up and refresh, and now you're terrible again, right? Michigan just won 8 games 2 seasons before this. Do I want to go through that? Gone are the days when you were Coach K and your name alone rang bells, and I was going to have a whole new 5, 6, 7 guys every single year, right? Gone are those days where you can be Tom Izzo, Bill Self.
Why?
All these
those
big
guys, they're still coaching?
No, I know, but I'm saying where you could just simply be that name, and I'm going to get all the best talent, right? You got to go out there. You got to recruit. Kids are saying, what money am I guaranteed? What am I getting? What's playing time? I can go in the draft, and then at the last second be like, no, I don't want to get the draft. I don't want to go to the draft. I can transfer, then I can transfer, then I can transfer. So college sports right now, college football and basketball, It is too difficult for the coaches for who don't want to sit there and grind through it. So go take that guaranteed money. Go take the guaranteed opportunity. And more importantly for him, you got a Cooper flag to hold on to and some draft picks as well. So it makes sense. And I don't think he'll be alone. And the key other part is he's got a championship right in his back pocket. And he's young enough, Rob, in 4 years, 5 years, when the Mavericks get done with him, he can come right back to a huge job in college football.
Dustin May is a phony like all these other guys. He's worried about the system that he was able to finagle and win a championship. Why didn't you quit during the regular season or quit during at some point knowing what the nature of this game is? Because it benefited him.
Uh-huh.
That's it. It's easy to say that now. Oh, well, he don't like where college You're right. When did Michigan get 5 transfers and win a championship? When did teams do that?
Starters.
Okay? Come on, dude. And now you got a problem with the system after you cashed out? This ain't about any of that. It's about I'm an opportunistic guy, and I'm going to take advantage of it. I rolled in. Somehow we won a national championship. Seriously, Kelvin, right? We won a national championship. Where am I going? Michigan, these guys are going to move on, whatever. It's not about because I was like this great coach or whatever. It all fit together, and I'm not saying he had nothing to do with it. But that's why they won. He knows that it's not sustainable. It's not. So, bow out. It doesn't mean he's going to win anything in Milwaukee. He had a guaranteed contract in Dallas. He had a guaranteed contract at Michigan. It's not the same money, right? So I'm just going to move on. I'll go there. Dude, they fire coaches like every other day in the NBA. That is a league where you don't get to stick around. Guys who have won championships in the NBA have been fired. Coach of the year. What was his name? Vogel with the
Frank
Vogel. I can't even remember his name. He won a championship with the Lakers.
Ain't seen him since.
And how long they run him out?
Yo, Fox Sports Radio, the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on this Trash Talking Tuesday, which is coming up in about 20 minutes or so. We'll get to that. Every day, truck and bus drivers are out there keeping America moving and working to keep our roads safe, but large and heavy vehicles, well, they don't stop like cars. They need more time and a lot more space. So remember, stay back, stay safe. America's pros rely on you, paid by FMCSA. All right.
Hey Kelvin, let's give a Odd Couple shout-out to Fox Sports Radio 1240 AM, KLOA.
Yo.
Here in California, the owner, Heidi Andelman, and the chief operator is Vince Garcia. Thank you for collecting and joining the Odd Couple.
Yeah. Heidi and Vince, appreciate you
on
and
your
all our
airways.
listeners.
Yes, indeed. Very, very happy.
Appreciate it. Update real quick, Rob G on the draft. I see. I kind of walked away from it. Carlos Boozer's 4th to Memphis.
Yeah, the 3 has gone pretty much in order as we expected. Number 1, AJ Dybantsa to the Washington Wizards. Number 2, Darryn Peterson going 2nd overall to the Utah Jazz.
Utah got some talent.
Number 3.
Only one problem, but I'm not going to say it.
Oh, you were talking about that talent?
Say it on the air, Rob. Just do it one time. And number 3, Cameron Boozer.
I'm trying to get affiliates and have people
number 3,
like our
Caleb.
show.
I'm sorry, yes.
The expectation now, number 4 will be Caleb Wilson. To Chicago, and then the draft really starts at number 5.
All right. There you have it. Now, we can go back to college football. We know we're talking about a lot of these college basketball players. Rob G, a mixture between college football and NFL.
Yeah, it's a story we've been following for a long time. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. The Brendan Sorsby saga looks like it's coming to an end because while he tried to avoid punishment from college football, remember they wanted to effectively remove all eligibility because they found out he was betting on his own team there at Indiana, and he bet over $90,000 across 3 seasons of college football. He appealed through the court system, was going to be eligible to play, And then the Big 12 came in, and they started suing people. And then by that point, it's like, well, no one wants you here, buddy. Go somewhere else. So he decided, I'm going to enter the supplemental draft. Well, today the NFL says, no, the hell you are not. We are not going to hold a supplemental draft. And they sent him a very strongly worded letter explaining why they weren't going to do it. And they close with this. Even after receiving notice of the NCAA's decision rescinding your college eligibility in May, you sought to avoid the consequences of that determination through litigation rather than accepting responsibility for your actions. And you pursued entry into the NFL only after abandoning those efforts, end quote. You can't sit here in the NFL.
And adults keep failing him. Adults keep failing him. And what I mean by that is, Rob G., listen, I will be the first to say, I made mistakes, you made mistakes, he made mistakes. People make mistakes, especially young people.
That's why they put erasers on pencils.
Facts. You make mistakes. But at some point, you have to learn from them. You have to be penalized or punished or be held accountable or responsible. And it seems like every which way, Rob, he keeps ducking it, or they're helping him duck it or avert it. And that's not the way it goes, and you're not helping the young man in the long run. Because, okay, fine, he goes to the NFL, gets a bunch of money, and if you never get to the root of his issue, you never help and heal the problem, then you don't think he's going to have some NFL issues? If the boy was gambling on his own team dozens and dozens of times, Rob?
Yeah, but his lawyers and his people did the right thing. The NFL have let a lot of people have done some really bad things play in the National Football League. And so they thought that, no, but this is different because this is messing with their money and the gambling stuff, and then they would come under fire that a known gambler. Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm saying? This ain't about a moral high ground that they're like coming down on this kid because he gambled on. It's because they don't want to mess up what they have. And if they allow a known gambler in, right, then there's going to be questions that have to be asked. I'm serious.
No, I don't.
This
no.
ain't that. Don't make it like the NFL some. And I'm not talking about you in general. Like they're holier than thou, and they're on some high ground and morality, and they're like, oh, this is wrong because he's No, you're in bed with gambling people.
100%. Well, the other thing,
all right,
though,
you are.
I also do think they don't want to set the precedent where we have that's the one thing that can hurt the NFL. Drunk driving, drugs, selling drugs, doing drugs, domestic violence,
killing people.
Killing people. Seriously, none of that can hurt the NFL, right? The one thing that can hurt NFL, if you start to have where it is out there, multiple guys are betting on themselves and point shaving and all that. So that's the one thing I think the NFL is like, hold on. We can't have that. He punched a girl in college. Well, okay, cool. He was, selling weed.
Threw his girlfriend down the stairs, a pregnant girlfriend down the stairs.
All right, well, hey, everybody makes mistakes. He's gambling. That's hold up on his own team. So that's why they're doing it. And what I mean by the adults leading him wrong, I'm talking about whether it be his parents, whether it be his agents, whether it be his coaches, in the sense of, dude, focus on Rob. This wasn't like we had a game. I came to your party and we all gambled one time, and you know what I mean? Like, all right, kids did something stupid. We had a tattoo party. I wasn't supposed to. Okay.
But why shouldn't he feel like? And I'm backing him for this standpoint. The judges agreed. They could have come down on him right then and there. So the judges gave him an opening. Why should he not think that maybe that the NFL, knowing the history and what they've done in the past? I'm just saying.
No,
if I'm a lawyer,
totally get that.
I would do that.
My response would be, gambling hurts the integrity of the game. If fans believe that you are point shaving, betting on yourself, that's one thing. I don't hear my other answer.
I agree.
And then the other answer, right, so we talked about, what are they, prop bets. The other answer to that is, too, if you want to use example, say Joe Mixon. Well, he punched that girl in college. Well, then she called him the N-word, and she called him, and then you could say, well, it was just a bad moment. He got red. You could sell yourself on that. Right?
I saw that video.
It was. But I'm saying you could sell yourself on that. Gambling, what is it, Rob G? 2,900 times? It's crazy.
It ain't crazy, though, given where we are in society and how easy it is for kids to gamble. We talked about it before. You used to have to call some bookie, some shady thing in order to do a bet. You used to have to go to Las Vegas.
Right.
Now I'm on my couch with my phone, and I can bet at no matter what. No?
$2,500 is crazy, Rob. Just off the sense of how you would feel as the
I'm just
quarterback
saying.
of a star player, you'll be like, all right, maybe I'll do 1 or 2, or hey, I'll do the March Madness a little bit. Betting on your own team hundreds of times?
Yeah, because you know what's happening. You know who's not playing. You know who's hurt.
I mean, hundreds of bets,
Yes.
hundreds of bets. I mean, I just think that's crazy, and I think that's why teams will be a little like. But we'll see. But I just feel like at some point, man, you guys got to help the person. Otherwise, he's going to be right back in this in a year or two. All right. On the way, Israel Gutierrez, co-host of Stugotz and Company on Fox Sports Radio. Stugotz. We'll talk to him in just a minute. Right now, he is Steve DeSager, and he has your update.
The NBA Draft's first round is tonight. Next up at number 5 overall, the LA Clippers. At number 1, the Wizards took BYU's AJ Dybantsa. Then Darryn Peterson of Kansas went to the Utah Jazz, number 2 overall. At number 3, Memphis selected Cameron Boozer of Duke. Caleb Wilson of North Carolina has just gone to the Chicago Bulls at number 4 overall. The Portland Trailblazers' new head coach is Micah Nori, who is a Minnesota assistant. One WNBA game. It's later tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, Las Vegas hosts New York. By the way, the NHL is exploring putting another team in Texas with Austin or Houston as possibilities. Edmonton officially hired Mike Babcock as head coach. To the World Cup, 72nd minute, Croatia leading 1-0 over Panama on Fox TV tonight. The late game in an hour and a half will be on FS1 from Mexico. That'll be Colombia against Congo DR. Ghana tied England 0-0 in New England today. Now, England did outshoot them 18-2, had double the possession, but could not score a goal. Portugal got 2 goals, I should say, first half from Cristiano Ronaldo, 5-0 Portugal over Uzbekistan. Trained to push past the pain, not athletes, just people trafficked every day right here in the United States, sometimes by someone they trusted. During the World Cup, help us break the silence. Visit bluecampaign.gov/World Cup to learn more, paid for by the Department of Homeland Security. The NFL decided not to hold a supplemental draft this year, so quarterback Brendan Sorsby will not be in the league this year. The Falcons gave tight end Kyle Pitts a 3-year extension worth $36 million guaranteed. NCAA Division I approved a new 5-year eligibility model. Athletes in all sports will be given 5 years of eligibility over 5 seasons. To Major League Baseball, Houston, an 11-inning winner at Toronto 9-7 as Houston hit a 3-run homer in the top of the 11th. Kansas City is up 6-1 at Tampa Bay, top of the 8th. What made it a blowout, a key to air from what may be the losing pitcher tonight, Shane McClanahan of the Rays. The New York Yankees enter tonight first in the AL East, 2 games over the Rays. Yankees holding on 4-3 at Detroit in the bottom of the 6th. Seattle is leading 3-2 at Pittsburgh in the top of the 7th inning. Seattle is first place in the AL West, game and a half over the A's and the Rangers. By the way, Texas Rangers pitcher Jack Leiter is out after ankle surgery. Royal shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. still out tonight with a sprained MCL. Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies scratched from the lineup with back tightness. And after a half-hour rain delay at the start, Dodgers at Minnesota is underway. 1-0 LA in the top of the 2nd. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. Appreciate it. Odd couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Trash Talking Tuesday, which, by the way, 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. If you want to hop in on Trash Talking Tuesday now, you can do so.
And bring it. Come on now. Bring it on Trash Talking Tuesday.
Oh, there you go. Not about 3 of the calls about to come for you now.
They can come for me.
Rob G, why they so mean to me in the comments? Speaking of which, I know they're going to be mean to me too. Get some comments ready for us a little bit later on, Rob G.
They're always going to be mean to you. It's all right.
I know.
It means they love you.
They do love us. Israel Gutierrez, co-host of Stugotz and Company on Fox Sports Radio. And dang it, when I look at him, I get mad because he's walking around here with a 10-pack of abs. What's up, Israel?
I'm doing okay. I'm sorry to get you upset.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say 10.
Hey,
10's a big number.
Just tell him that, hey, he could work out too. You know, it's not like you can't work out if you don't want to, right, Izzy?
It's all in your own control. It's what I tell people all the time. It's the only reason I got to that point. I was just like, I just want to see if I can do it. And I did.
There you go.
All right, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for that fitness. But, of course, down there, we know your connection with the Miami Heat and long-standing. What are people in Miami thinking about this? Are they excited that the player formerly known as Superman is now joining the Heat down there? I don't know what he's called.
Greek Freak.
Greek Freak. It's just the Greek Freak, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
But, yeah. Look, this is what this franchise does. I mean, from the moment Pat Riley got here, it was we could build off of a bunch of draft picks and cross our fingers, or we can go get the best player available at all times. And, they were fortunate, and I've thought that with Dwayne Wade in the fold, it was really doing a lot of the work for Pat Riley over those years, for Shaq, and certainly for LeBron and Chris Bosh. But, the Jimmy Butler deal, they made the most out of that. And now this one, like nobody in Miami, we've done this before, right? Nobody in Miami is saying, oh, man, Jaime Jaquez Jr., we're really going to miss that guy. They know they got the bigger name, and they know that that's what, results in top playoff finishes and, rivalries and everything that gets them all juiced up that, South Florida has been spoiled by for the last 20 years.
But you can't sell me that they're going to the NBA Finals. Sell it to me, Izzy. They going to the NBA Finals now that they got Giannis?
Rob, I don't know what the roster's going to look like. They still got more work to do.
But they don't have any money. They got food stamps for the rest of the team.
They didn't have any money when they got Jimmy Butler out of thin air, and we're talking about, they have players they can make moves with, whether it be, Wiggins with a sign and trade if he opts out, whether it be even Norm Powell if he gets sign and trades. And, there's discussions, at least down here, about LeBron James potentially revisiting Miami and trying to win one more down here. And
well,
so
wait a
I don't
minute.
think there's any limit.
Yeah, people are trying
Come on,
to say
you
that,
buying
man.
that really?
I'm not, but people are trying to say it.
Do they got cookies now down there in Miami?
Is Pat Riley letting them on the plane?
Do you know how many chocolate chip cookies they will have waiting for that man on every single automobile, every single place that he goes if he wants to come back here? It really is up to LeBron. Like, if that is something where Pat Riley is reaching out and, he's swallowed his ego, I think, on that note a while back. If it's something LeBron would want to do, yeah, I think he would 100% do it. I was trying to figure out if there's ways they could still get somebody that, may be available on the cheap, if you will, like a Ja Morant, and just make it an absolute super team. Like, they're not done yet. Now, even if they don't get another giant name, even if they just round out the roster with kind of what they have, Wiggins, Davion Mitchell, Pelle Larsson, etc., they're still somewhere in the vicinity of a 50-win team already because they're defensively going to be great. And anybody who's saying that Giannis can't lead a team to 50 wins is just presuming he's not going to be healthy, which is, look at his resume. He plays, he's only missed, I think, 20 games twice in his career. So, I think they're going to be very good. They're going to leapfrog teams like, the Cleveland and Orlando and probably Philadelphia because they're so inconsistent health-wise. So, yeah, they're going to be a really strong team. Are they going to win it all next year? I don't think any of these big players that make these moves win in their first year at the new location, right? Unless it's Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen in Boston. Everybody at least takes a year if they're going to win it. So I wouldn't say they're going to win it next year, but they're going to be in the mix.
I'm with you on paper, but I just feel like if this were the 90s, I'd be even more with you. Where power forwards and bigger guys and centers mattered. My concern, Izzy, is that you got to have, and obviously you mentioned we got to round out the roster, but you got to have a guy who can let's use Jalen Brunson, for example. Go close this game. Go get buckets. Go knock down free throws. And Giannis, I don't know if he's the best version of that now. He's a dominant force for sure. Bam isn't that. So it becomes like who's creating the shots, who's kind of that guy. And I just don't see that part of it. That's would be my concern.
Well, and it's fair. It's totally fair. I mean, that's exactly what you need, exactly how you described it. However, he did win a championship in 21, and that guy was, Chris Middleton? So the point is you need Giannis first, and then you can get that guy that if you need to give it to him, another creator. I think they recognize they need another creator right now. They're probably second best in that territory as Davion Mitchell, and he's not much in terms of, an NBA level. So, yeah, I think they need that. I think they'll find that. But, again, even if they don't find that guy this year, yeah, they're not going to win it this year. They will probably be a, second round, maybe even a conference championship team if they find the right combination, and then fill in the gaps the following year. It's happened that's how it happened with Shaq. It's how it happened with LeBron. It's how it, might likely happen with this organization or this time around with Giannis. So we'll see. But I don't think that, nitpicking over who the second or third guy is going to be is really the point right now. The point is they got back into, whatever you want to call them, the elites, the contenders of the league, and, they're a move or two away from finishing the deal.
Any chance Pat Riley steps down and retires or no?
I doubt it at this point, Rob. Like, this is what he does. Like, this is what he wants to accomplish over and over again, and it's super fulfilling for him. And I think he's got another sort of carrot out there now that his old New York Knicks are the reigning champs. Like, he wants to leapfrog them, knock them off, win a championship more recently, and then maybe he can retire. It's always something, right? Whether it was going to be LeBron, whether it was going to be recovering from LeBron's exit, whether it was going to be, grabbing another star like Jimmy and, having the franchise recover, or grabbing this whale and having the franchise again recover for a third time. I don't think that's ever going to go away for him, the desire to keep doing this. And so I think, he'll probably see this through to see what level of championship contender they become over the next few years. And then, I could see a retirement because, at some point you just have to.
At some point he's going to I'm sick of the pomade. I just want to chill and just relax and enjoy the fam.
Well, they got pomade in gray now, so it's
do.
good.
Yeah, well, the same thing you be saying to Brew. All right, Izzy, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure, guys.
He did a good job of selling me on hope. He did. He was Jesse Jackson.
Keep hope alive.
Jr.
Okay.
Keep hope alive. He kept it alive right there. All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. It is now time for Trash Talking Tuesday. Your chance to get in. 30 seconds, 40 seconds. We will shut up and let you talk. 877-99 on Fox. Hit the odd couple up for Trash Talking Tuesday, Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, it's Trash Talking Tuesday on The Odd Couple. Get those cans to the curb.
What are you, garbage man?
Call us right now at 877-99 on Fox.
LeBron James is getting ready to come back to L.A.
LeBron James.
The two sides are negotiating a new deal for him at a very reduced rate so he can return to the Los Angeles Lakers to maintain the big three of LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves.
Well, Martin, I'm going to start here. No real surprise for me. I didn't think LeBron, a lot of people, you talk about Cleveland. I've said it a million times to Rob Parker. I don't think LeBron wants to give that satisfaction of the last dance, the last run, if you will, to Dan Gilbert. You know it's well documented that they had a huge falling out when he went to Miami. Dan Gilbert, as opposed to just saying like, oh, it sucks, we really hate to lose him, but we're going to move on. He went out there and said all those nasty things about it. We're going to win. You ain't this, you ain't that.
He put Comic Sans on the map.
Exactly. So I think he came back once he got those rings in Miami to say, let me do it for the city. Do it for Northeast Ohio, where I love and care about. And they end up winning together. But they ain't really did anything since LeBron. They didn't do it before. In a sense, I don't think he wants to give him that. So to me, him sticking with the Lakers is the only thing that makes sense. You know this living out here. I think he loves L.A. His children were in school here. Daughters in school here. His family's here. Business here. I don't think he wants to leave them. And I think two things also came into play here, Martin. Why the Lakers will convince themselves that, hey, we've got a shot this coming season. First, I'm going to start with this. The month of March, you recall where I believe it was 15-2 they go, the best record for the Lakers, and this is a Lakers organization with 1 million titles. That was the best run they had in month of March. Luka's playing great. LeBron's playing the whatever you need me role. You need me to score, you need me to pass, you need me to be a defender tonight, and Austin Reeves is doing what he was doing. That run is the run that's going to make them say, healthy, locked in, we got a shot. And what also crystallized and finalized it, Martin, is the Knicks run. Because I think the Lakers will look at the Knicks and say, we can be that. We have our Brunson and Luka, similar players kind of in what the style they play.
Got the guy who started over Brunson.
Right, exactly, right? You had the two guys who the Mavericks are sitting here saying, how both of them, we got rid of both of those guys? One dragged you to the finals, one just won the NBA finals. But I think this Knick run plays a role. They see a Brunson and Luka, of course. I think you see your LeBron, a better version of Karl Anthony Towns. And I think you see Austin Reeves, not the same type of guy, but the same as far as what they can bring. Austin Reeves and an OG Anunoby. Now, one is bigger, stronger, more defender. One is better shot creator, can get his own bucket kind of a thing. But I think they look at the basis of those few guys and say, we can go get a Josh Hart. Heck, we had Josh Hart. We can go get a Mitchell Robinson. Mikal Bridges, as good as he is with the Villanova crew, you can find a Mikal Bridges. And I think they're going to trick themselves into believing, because of those two factors, we are 15-2 in March. We look good when we're healthy. And the Knicks, they don't look as far. They didn't have the alien Wembanyama where you can say, well, we don't have an alien. They didn't have the season MVP in an SGA where you can say, well, maybe we don't have that.
Why you say it's a trick?
Because I don't think that will win. I think so
let me ask, if they had a healthy Luka Doncic against the Oklahoma City Thunder, now with the big asterisk that obviously J-Dub was hurt.
That's a
AJ
big
Mitchell
asterisk.
was in and out of the lineup. Right? But
big asterisk.
I think if we've learned anything over the last 10 years of NBA champions, I personally still think that they mattered. I know that some people think they're participation trophies now because there's been no repeats, a friend of ours. But no, I mean, I think they still matter. But we haven't, if we've seen anything, it has been heliocentric guys are not winning this thing consistently. Well, the biggest difference, you brought up the Knicks, the biggest difference in the Knicks between this year and last year is that in the postseason, after Game 4 of the Hawks series, or in Game 4 of the Hawks series, they took Brunson off the ball as much as they had him before. Mm-hmm. Of course, he was still the point guard. Of course, he still had an incredibly high usage rate. However, there was a concerted effort to run the offense through Karl Towns. And then that worked all the way up until like Game 4 of the finals. And then it was like, Brunson, actually, we're going to need you to score half our points. And you know what he said? I will do that. Okay, I got you, bro. This is what I do. If I'm J.J. Redick, that's the conversation I'm having with Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. Y'all get us home court advantage in the postseason. Get us top 4 seed throughout keep us out of this 5-6 mess. Keep us out of this play-in foolishness, this tomfoolery. Make sure we'll be at home at least in the first round. And then I'm selling Luka Doncic on, we're going to have LeBron be our primary offensive hub for 20 minutes a game.
All right, it is the odd couple. Oh, man, there goes our dude, Rashad Phillips right there. Out there with A-Cuff. I think that's his nephew, right?
Yeah, that's his nephew.
Darius A-Cuff Jr. just drafted 7th to the Kings. We'll keep you updated on that as well. It is the odd couple. On this Trash Talking Tuesday, which we're about to get to here in just a minute. By the way, for over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be.
I got to say this.
What's that?
I don't like that they have to put on a hat. That's not what basketball players don't wear hats. They should have a jersey.
I never thought about that.
He's wearing a team,
I'm not gonna
like a team hat.
I never thought about it.
The hats don't make any sense to me.
You're messing up my cornrows and my braids.
I'm just saying. That's me.
Well, thank you for that. Now, you could have spent that on Trash Talking Tuesday. You could have trashed the NBA.
Well, we got too many
that.
people. We can't even.
All right, you're fine. All right, let's get to it. Trash Talking Tuesday.
Don't you ever talk about me. It's Trash Talking Tuesday.
It's your teeth, Reggie. I don't know whether to smile at you or kick a field goal, man.
All right, here we go. Let's kick it off. Let's start with Leon on I-83. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Who you trashing, Leon?
Hey, folks, I enjoy the show. Been a long-time listener, but Rob Parker, you've been gone for a week, so I got to give it to you.
All right.
Trashing you, big fella. Everybody knows he's Wimby. Nah, everybody knows he's flimsy. You better tell Stretch Armstrong to get in the weight room this summer and build up. I know you're from Jamaica, Queens. You better get ready to eat a whole lot of crow. Matter of fact, go all the way down Rockaway, hang a right on Baisley, go down to Merrick, and find the fattest pigeon you can cook and eat it. Nixon 5.
Oh, shoot.
I can't say anything. So
everyone knows it's flimsy. Go lift some weights. He called that man flimsy. Everybody
it's just
knows
unbelievable.
It's
you know, like it's such a dated story. Like we should be talking about the WNBA. Like why would you be talking about a finals that happened 3 weeks ago?
Emeka Ogwumike did hit a big shot the other night for the Sparks. Did you watch that?
No, I did not watch that. Let's go to Sean. Sean in Sacramento. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
Who you trashing, Sean?
Yo, my uncle from another mother, cousin Kelvin, my brother's behind the board, man. Look, I'm overjoyed because A-Cup coming to sack, but welcome back, Uncle. I'm trashing you. Brandon Sorsby should have made it to the NFL. Come on, man. That's like handing a heroin addict a needle. My man was up at 2 o'clock in the morning betting Indian cricket games, and you over here trying to make a case for my man in the NFL. The one thing I love about college players getting paid is these washouts will wash themselves out before they make it to the pros. Boo Brandon Sorsby, boo Rob Parker, and boo the Poo Poo King.
All right.
I don't know what show he was listening to. I never made a case for him.
It was the way you said it.
No,
you
I
were
didn't.
taking it. I know you did, but it's how it sounded.
I did not make a case for him. My point was the NFL.
They accept anybody.
They accept anybody.
I got what you were saying, but I'm saying.
And all of a sudden, they're on some high moral ground. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's not why they did it.
Hey, let's get to the next caller.
Sean got me worked up.
He does.
All right. Anthony in L.A., you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Who you trashing, Anthony?
Everyone knows it's Wemby.
Everyone knows it's Wemby.
Get this smoke, Rob.
What's up, Uncle Rob? What's up, Uncle Kelv? All right.
Yo.
I had to sneak on here. I'm not really trashing Uncle Rob, like I said. I just like being on the show, but
we appreciate that
for sure.
I have a question. I think the Odd Couple audience would love to know who made the Wemby beat. We know my Uncle Rob Parker was on vocals, but who made the Wemby beat?
The Association.
That's a real song from
That's
the
a real song.
late 60s?
Yeah.
Early 70s?
Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's a group called The Association. And the song was Wendy, Windy, W-I-N-D-Y, Wendy. So.
All right. I my guess was DJ Alex Kaiser.
I know everybody's like, where'd that song come? No, that's a real song. Sounds great.
Come on, step the game up, Alex. Get some beats out here, son.
Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. How about Brian in Virginia? You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Who you trashing, Brian?
What's up, fellas? Well, first off, I want to trash the guy that was talking about Brandon Swersby because he is a good quarterback and he's going to go in the draft regardless. But the reason I called in is because of I'm a Boston Celtics fan, and they screwed the pooch, man. I don't know how they lost the trade to the Miami Heat for Giannis when the best person that the Bucks got back for Giannis was Tyler Hero. And the Celtics, I mean, even though Jaylen Brown had one of the best years that you could ever see for
maybe they didn't want to pay him $70 million.
Yeah, I think they just want to go young and not pay.
It's a lot. It's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money. But I mean, you know, if they had Giannis and they didn't pick up another big man besides Neemias Queta, they would have been able to, you know, make another shot at the title. And so I'm trashing my favorite team, the Celtics, for blowing that trade.
All right, there you go. How about Andrew in Bakersfield, California? You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Who are you trashing, Andrew?
Hey, guys. Colin Kaepernick. The U.S. flag represents the Constitution, which has laws similar to the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men were created equal by God. And so I think it was a contradictory protest, and that's about all I got, because he's taken the laws of freedom to protest the laws of freedom. Check out That Old Ragged Flag by Johnny Cash. Thanks.
You gonna tell them like with the national anthem, the second stanza and all
no,
that?
because they don't sing that anymore.
Okay. I just wanted to that like sometimes the things that correlate to patriotism
and
deep rooted.
You still have a right. You're protected that you have the right to do whatever you want to do.
However, thank y'all for the calls.
We are
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
And I'm here too!
The NBA draft is still in the top 10 of the first round tonight. Next up at number 9, the Dallas Mavericks with a new head coach. At number 1 overall, Washington selected BYU's AJ Dybantsa. Kansas star Darryn Peterson went number 2 to the Utah Jazz. 3rd overall, Memphis selected Duke All-American Cameron Boozer. Caleb Wilson of North Carolina, 4th to Chicago. And the Clippers at number 5 overall selected Keaton Wagler of Illinois. That left Mikal Brown of Louisville to Brooklyn at number November 6th. The Portland Trailblazers' new head coach is Mike Inori, who was a Minnesota assistant. The NFL decided not to hold a supplemental draft this year, so quarterback Brendan Sorsby will not be in the league this year. In baseball, the Royals lead 12-2 at Tampa Bay, bottom of the ninth. Yankees holding on 4-3 at the Tigers, top of the eighth. Houston won in 11 innings at Toronto 9-7. World Cup wins for Portugal and Croatia. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
All right, our number 3 already on the Trash Talking Tuesday.
Already. Yo, are these dudes some of them? I'll be concerned, Rob. Are they happy to get drafted?
I know. Some sad faces up there. Hey, for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive, ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. That's when they bring the tires to you. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And we've told you, if you not only want to hear the show, but see the show, you can go to YouTube and just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. You can also give us a thumbs up icon, comment away, all that and much more. Again, just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Lot to get to, Rob G. Let's go. Let's do a little Becky Hammon news here.
Well, before we get to that, Rob, the NBA draft is going on right now.
I was about to say,
probably
we might want to
update that.
Give us an update. I thought
picks.
Steve DeSager just did that 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, but, not every listener gets the updates.
Okay.
We got to let them know. So the NBA draft is going on right now. The first 4 in order, we all expected AJ Dybantsa number 1, Darryn Peterson number 2 to Utah, number 3, Cam Boozer to Memphis, number 4, Caleb Wilson to Chicago Bulls. And then there was a run on point guards. We'll look it up on your website if you want to find out. We have our first surprise of the draft, though.
Mm-hmm.
At the 9th overall pick, the Dallas Mavericks, home of Cooper Flagg and new head coach Dusty May from the University of Michigan, decided not to take Michigan Wolverine center Ade Mara. Everyone expected he'd be the guy. He's the highest rated prospect coming out of Michigan, and instead took his Wolverine counterpart, none other than Morez Johnson Jr., 6'9", 250, bowling ball with knives attached to his shoulders, making him potentially the center of the future there in Dallas.
I like the pick. I just thought they have the same, with Likely and Gafford over there. I think somebody's about to be on the move. Gafford, Likely, one of them is about to be gone because he looks like I have a much more of a higher ceiling than those two, so I expect him to be gone. But that was interesting. He went before the other 3 Michigan prospects that were supposed to be, rated better than him or at least had more
college
success.
Different from the NBA, though.
Oh, yeah, when they see that body, look at that, man. 6'9", 250, jump out the gym, blocking shots. Yeah, look at Dusty May. Like, yeah.
Any issue with the insider trading going on there with Dusty May?
What insider trading?
He's a Maverick now, and that was his guy in
Michigan.
Michigan.
His guy in Michigan.
He was about to get one of them.
Yeah, he was.
All right. I mean, you're making it like he wasn't available and he
Y'all
pulled
had
some
a
strings,
chance.
right?
This is what we do at MLBBro.com. What's the problem?
What's the problem? They're available.
I just don't get it. You're available.
A little nepotism, Rob. You like nepotism in the NBA?
They're not related.
Get your neppy on.
They're not related.
Get your neppy on.
They're not related. How's that nepotism?
Tons of neppy. Yeah, no, good job for
If
him.
you want to say cronyism or when you hire your
pick
friends.
the ism. We've been talking about all the isms
Well,
today, by
ain't
the way.
nepotism.
We covered all the isms.
We'll be updating all the isms and the NBA draft as it continues to unfold here the next hour of the show.
3/4 of this place is all from you, your cronyism.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about? Huh? Thank you, Steve DeSager. He already smiled. You know
Shout out to
Steve
Steve.
smiling is real. 3/4 of the people here. Kelvin, I got to say, who am I, Rob G? Hey, what's up? The odd couple, TV things up there. Okay, hey, Kelvin, real quick, I got to say something. You know, my mentee, Ryan, is getting married, and he was in my class. He was one of my first students, and I just love him, and he means so much, and I'm just honored. It was truly an honor to be at his wedding and meet his family, and they were so happy to meet me and what I mean to him. And, you know, it was great to be there with my other mentee, Ian, who was there. And, you know, Martin was my +1. So it was just a mentee fest, and they're all here hired, too. You done with that?
I don't.
Crony, Abada. Mr. Isms?
I don't hire anybody here at Fox Sports Radio.
I don't know. Are you putting a gun to Scott and Don?
People get here on their own merit. I don't have any power or control.
I'm convinced you're putting that in your contract.
This is the state.
I get 6 mentees a year.
This network is about Dan Patrick and Colin Cowherd. I'm a peon on this network compared to those guys.
No, they got their studios. They got one in Medford. They got the one in L.A. But here in Sherman Oaks, this is Rob Parker territory.
Whatever.
Hey,
this
Scott.
is my domain.
Hey, Scott, real quick. I got a great. Oh, this guy, what a hard worker. Just one of my best persons.
Why are you guys acting like I really have control over who they hire?
Hey, Scott, I got this kid. He's just amazing hard worker.
You know what's crazy is when we get back really deep into the NBA draft at the bottom of the hour, Brandon Deutsch, also a student of USC from Rob Parker.
No, he's not.
Didn't even know
No,
it.
he's not. I didn't know Brandon at USC.
Hi, Mr. Parker. I was so wanting to be in your class. I just couldn't fit in my schedule. Hired.
Rob's menteeism is so vast that his original mentee, Martin Weiss, got another mentee in, Brandon Deutsch, and now it's all building out. It's like the Belichick coaching tree.
What in the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, Rob Parker is going on up in here, Steve?
Why are you bringing Steve?
Because when I get Steve to laugh, I know it's real.
All right, let's get back to sports.
I don't even.
Shout out to Rob Parker, man.
Stop choosing your isms. I don't like nepotism, but I like cronyism.
That's not cronyism. I'm not hiring anybody.
I ain't heard you stutter this much in 2 years.
I have not hired anybody here at Fox Sports Radio.
Yes, he does. See, and what's interesting is that if you're a certain skin color, you go to MLB Bro.
Okay,
but if you're the other color, you come to Fox Sports Radio.
Alex still
He's
mad about that.
He's going to cover it all the bases.
Still haven't got an interview.
Alex looked like he might have a little, 10% in him.
I've been outside every day.
I ain't gonna lie, Alex. You never did your 23andMe. You might have a little West African
I'm
opinion.
saying.
Alex, go to the staff page on MLB Bro.
Okay.
All right.
I just want a little box.
I have a diversified workforce.
I just want a little box. Not even a big box. Just a little box.
The best part about it, you better not scream that. You know we're a national show. Don't scream that too loud. The way they doing DEI right now, they might be mad you diversifying it. How dare you?
That's right.
All right.
All right, let's get back.
I can keep going. You better switch this, Rob G.
Let's get back to the big topic at hand. As you all know, my New York Knicks, our New York Knicks, the official team of the Odd Couple, are the newly minted NBA champions. Jalen Brunson, Finals MVP, had a 45-piece there in the Game 5 clincher.
Why are you regurgitating something that happened 3 weeks ago?
So I just want to let you know that's what happened.
It's 3 weeks
And
ago.
the reason why it was a big deal is because Becky Hammon, you'll recall a few years ago, said the Knicks will never win an NBA championship with the 6'2" and under point guard. It never happened. Allen Iverson couldn't do it. Steve Nash couldn't do it. He's not a 1A player. So now that they are officially NBA champions, and Jalen Brunson is a Finals MVP, Becky Hammon finally broke her silence to a small group of reporters on Tuesday. And here's what she said, quote, Jalen, all he did was prove history wrong. He proves he's an outlier. So you can put his name next to Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas, and I thought he played brilliantly, especially down the stretch. I mean, he was that 1A dude. But apologize? I'm never going to apologize for having an opinion. That's what ESPN pays me for.
I'm with Becky with the good hair.
Hey, yo. You are stupid.
I'm with Becky. She didn't have to apologize. It's so silly, everybody. Oh, make Stephen A. apologize. Make Becky Hammon apologize. Apologize for what? When we're right on something, do they come back and go,
They don't give us a cookie.
Thank you. Ain't no cookie coming this way when you're right. So why in the world do you need to apologize? You won whatever. It was somebody's opinion, and that's what she said. She's right on the money. She's paid for her opinion. If we were right on everything, we wouldn't be doing a damn radio show. We'd be living in Las Vegas, making millions of dollars if we picked everything right. Come on. All you Nick fans, you're going to apologize. You Nick can win. All that. You Nick fans, y'all been saying they were going to win the last 20 years, the last 53 years. This is our year. I worked in Detroit.
Hey, whoa.
What they say, the Lions, every freaking year. Oh, they got Matt Miller now. Now they got a real football guy in charge of the franchise. Oh, they got Steve Mariucci. Oh, they got Rod Marinelli. He a old ball coach.
Okay, you made your point.
I heard everybody. And ain't nobody ever came to me and said, Rob, you've been right for the last 25 years. Where's my cookie? When I said the Lions wouldn't make the playoffs. After being the top team in the NFC, did Dan Campbell pick up the phone, come on the show, and go, you know what, Rob? Unbelievable. You said we lost our 2 coordinators and we would make the playoffs. I'm going to tip my cap to you. Does that ever happen?
No,
it never happens. So, Becky Hammon, thank you for standing your ground and not kowtowing and bending for people who want you to somehow apologize. It's so ridiculous, Kelvin.
Well, it's ridiculous for multiple reasons. You hit on a few of them. The other side of this is, so if we've had, 75, 80 years of the NBA, and it's only happened now, 3 times?
Right.
I think the math is in her favor, or in the favor of small guys don't win it if they lead the team. Now, Jalen Brunson, I picked him. I thought they could get it done. Credit to him. But the idea that all of a sudden it completely changed the narrative, we have to start to see things happen a couple of times, 2, 3 times for it to be a pattern, Rob. You know what I mean? Where, okay, now we see this can be done routinely and regularly. Otherwise, it's called an anomaly. When something happens,
an outlier,
infrequently an outlier, anomaly. And so, again, it ain't like I'm 6'8". I would love for smaller guys to win it all the time, but it just doesn't happen that often.
And can I give you one other thing?
Yeah.
Okay. The first 2 games, it was about Cat and what he was able to do.
That's true.
And Brunson missed the shot in Game 4, and OG tipped it in. If that tipping doesn't go in, you don't have that same conversation. It would have been a 2-2 series going back to San Antonio. All I'm saying is, and I'm not taking anything away from how he played, but let's not get crazy, okay? Like he was very inefficient in
I'm
that.
not going to let you have that, though, right?
He was very inefficient.
Game 4 and 5,
No.
the man was cooking.
Not Game 4. He missed. He missed
the shot, but he had 30
If OG,
points,
it doesn't matter. If OG doesn't tip it in, none of that matters.
It does,
No, it
because
doesn't.
now you have another game where he's cooking.
No,
then
it
you
doesn't.
get, let's say they
No,
win
it's
Game
about
5 and
winning
he's
that
45
game. Come on,
piece.
man,
And
stop.
if he wins Game 6, now you might have three games in a row he's been putting up 30 pieces.
That was it. They got
now,
the lucky
see, I was
tip
with
in.
you. There you go. That's why we're the odd couple. Right there. Then you had to become a habitual line stepper. He absolutely was balling Game 4 and Game 5. I'm not going to let you consider it disrespect.
He missed the game-winning shot. He missed the game-winning shot.
He missed
it.
a shot.
He missed the game-winning shot.
A shot.
And,
he was
and
putting
if that
buckets.
bounced anywhere else, people wouldn't be that. They would be like, oh,
Well, the
Brunson
hand
missed
of
it.
God, the hand of God was with OG. And they went in, and they won, in 5, and Jalen Brunson balled out. But that actually the point. He did his thing. But my point is, again, Becky made an opinion. She shouldn't have to apologize in the sense that that's what she thought. He won. Credit to him. But in theory, if we're taking, 80 championships or give or take in the NBA, we haven't had a bunch of small guys lead a team. We've gotten close. We had a couple of, right there. Allen Iverson made it to the finals, and we had some other guys who've gotten close. But, Chris Paul got there with the Suns, what have you. He wasn't the best player in the team at that point. But they haven't done it at a large rate, at a high rate, and so, therefore, her point is kind of still proven just because you'd added one more to the list of, 3 now? So, yeah, if I'm Becky, she's standing on business. I give her respect for that.
Me too. 877
Becky gangster too.
99 on Fox. And should Becky Hammon,
you gonna say with the good hair?
With the good hair, or yours truly, Rob Parker, how'd this get in here? have to apologize for doubting Jalen Brunson. Hey, Rob G, you know what? It's unbelievable.
How you gonna be mad at that man giving you the tease?
You have something else to put my name in this tease with Becky Hammon.
You don't got to apologize, Rob. F him.
I mean, you did say
masses.
they wasn't gonna win another game, Rob.
We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise, and we value your phone calls. This is a radio show, not a podcast. 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. You can't call into those terrible athlete-driven podcasts. You can call in here and talk to us. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, and you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Unless you Becky Hammon with the bad hair in the US of A.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Kelvin, when M Drive first came to me, I'll be honest. I asked them, could they wash my hair? And they were like, no.
We can do some other things. We ain't doing that.
I never heard of them, though, to be honest.
No, I never heard of them either. We tell the truth. But then I started paying attention to what was going on with my body.
That's right. Same here. And you know what? After 40, energy drops. Weight won't move. The gym stops. Giving back what you put in.
And then at that point, Rob, you start to look in the mirror and like, dang, is it me?
No, it's not you. It's testosterone. You heard me?
I did.
Testosterone. That's what it is. It declines after 40, and it takes everything with it.
So M-Drive is built for exactly what we're talking about right now. In the morning, pop, take a couple of capsules, and with clinically tested ingredients that support healthy testosterone, energy, and metabolism.
And here's what got me. A scientist named Gary Kehoe built this thing almost 20 years ago, you hear me, for himself after feeling the same change.
And we're both working on our health right now, trying to get it together, trying to get it right. And M-Drive, well, it's a big part of that.
Over 1 million men are using it. Amazing.
60-day money-back guarantee.
We're in the middle of this transformation. And so far,
I think we can agree it's working.
So mdriveformen.com, that's right. All you need to do is use the code COUPLE and get 20% off your first order.
mdriveformen.com.
M-Drive, for men who still show up. Hey, Kelvin.
Yes, sir.
Go get M-Drive.
Stop me when I name a guy that you believe he's better than. I'm going to name like the top guys in the league that you're taking to, just for fun.
Yep.
Joker?
No.
Luka?
No.
SGA?
No.
Giannis?
No.
Right now, I'm not sure. So I'm going to say yeah.
Jalen Brunson is better than Giannis.
I just said yes.
Yeah, I'm saying for me. I'm saying no. I'm
Wow.
saying
So y'all don't like defense then. Kerry, you play with all-pro safety.
Yeah.
A defender. Stop guys from scoring. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take the 5'11", 225-pound guy over there.
Yeah,
can I tell you why?
He's going to be available, and I don't trust Giannis' health right now. So it's not just about what we talked about, Catton and Brunson, the talent. It's not that. I don't trust Giannis right now.
It's my smoke. And Joker gets some of the smoke. Yes, he's better than Brunson. I'm not, but my smoke is for where we keep telling. How many MVPs does Joker have? 3? What do people say? Should have been 4. It should have been beast. Well, you telling me a 4-time MVP that can't get to the Western Conference Finals routinely?
Yeah.
That can't get to the finals routinely? 4-time MVP? Where they do that at? Tell me another MVP that's 4 that wasn't routinely, a threat.
No.
That could lose to an Ant Edwards in and out list, Minnesota, and we would just be okay with.
Right.
Giannis, top 3 player, he got 2-time MVP. Can he get to the Eastern Conference Finals regularly? You've heard me say it a million times, Rob G. In the history, these people will get way more smoke if LeBron wasn't getting to at least the Eastern Conference Final, let alone the Finals.
Right.
Only person I know get to the Finals 10 times, everybody hate him for it.
Yeah.
How about the best, 4-time MVP y'all want him to be? Joker, can you be a threat?
Right.
I'm not even saying you have to win the Finals.
I know. Yeah.
The minute Wemby got good, where'd he go?
To the Finals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all keep Joker. Oh, man, he's top 10. All right, hold on. Steph is a 2-time MVP. He stayed in the Finals.
Yeah.
Magic stayed in the Finals. Bird stayed in the Finals. Jordan stayed in the Finals. Even Akeem, because people forget he went even before he won the two.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? People who are dominant dunking. So all the Joker, I'm gonna need a little bit of smoke towards the dude. He should have 4 MVPs, and you telling me he can't regularly at least be in the Western Conference? My gosh.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Go ahead.
Ant.
No.
No. Brunson is not better than Ant.
No.
Okay.
No.
Wemby.
No.
Is he better than Wemby right now?
Today he is.
Yes.
Today he is.
We just saw it. Rob G, we just
you
saw it.
saw that Brunson had 2 1/4 good games in a 5-game stretch.
Out of all those 5 games, who had the most impact in that series?
It's not
throughout the entirety of the series.
Yes,
Victor Wembanyama.
No, he didn't. Jalen Brunson got. He pulled so much attention.
Are we going to act like OG didn't have like a 30 and a 28-point game? Are we going to act like Mikal Bridges didn't shoot like a perfect from the field in game 2? Are we going to act like Karl Anthony Towns wasn't giving you 19 and 10 in the first 2 games?
Was the defense geared for any of those guys?
No.
They were all beneficiaries of what Jalen Brunson did in that game.
And the offense and defense of the Knicks was geared towards Victor Wembanyama. It wasn't just one side of the court.
You talking about inefficiency. Did you see Wemby in bad games?
I did.
Did you see turnovers?
Were never as bad as any of Jalen Brunson's
Brunson's turnovers, and did you see missed free throws? Wemby absolutely will be better than Jalen Brunson for career. We know that. Yes. Wemby is going to be one of the greats of all time.
I say it coming into this year.
I got a couple more for you.
Okay.
This is where it gets interesting.
You're making me hate on short people. I don't like doing
Most of these I'm with you on. Ant Edwards is tricky because I agree Ant Edwards is more talented. That's no debate.
Right.
But I want it to start, to manifest itself. And it will. He's young. So I'm cool with the Ant. But another Ant-like one to me, Cade.
Is Jalen better than Cade? He's better than Cade to me going into the season. Yeah.
I would take Jalen over Cade. Right now.
Right. Okay. I'm okay with that. No,
because he has the body of work that Cade
does. That's right now, yeah. Right now.
I think Cade is Brunson, like, moving forward. Like, meaning team's good, but he's the closer. Like, he's, we're right there, but I'm the guy that we within 8.
I would love to see Cade with that kind of roster, though.
He was an MVP finalist, right? Cade was this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cade with an OG. With a cat.
that level of a roster. I would love to see it.
Exactly. Boy, you can see my bias spilling out right now. And lastly, couple more real quick. Tatum.
No. Oh, wait. Coming off the injury right now. All that.
Okay, yes. Off the Achilles injury, that's a different conversation.
It's a different conversation.
All
that into place?
Okay. No, I'm just listing all the guys, like, am I missing anybody else?
Combat sports fans, this January, it's the Bruise Cruise. Party with fighters, watch a bare-knuckle fighting event live in the Caribbean, plus DJs, bands, and chaos at sea. Prices increase soon. Hop aboard now. Go to bkfsea.com.
Okay, that's just a tall family. Mara there, mom, dad, everybody, he's 7'3". It is the odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a Trash Talking Tuesday, which was a spirited one. Thanks to everybody who crawled in on that. Brandon Deutsch getting ready to join us here a little bit. Our own. Rob hired him. And if you missed any of today's show, by the way,
you guys are crazy.
Roll with it, Rob. Just own it. You know what I mean? Embrace it.
You guys are mad because I try to help people, and I get like vilified for helping people.
No, we just want you to be okay when other people help people and get jobs
Who?
in the NFL or their sons on the NBA team.
No, because I'm not going
Don't
with
put
that.
a limit out.
That's nepotism. If I had a kid and he was working here, then you could call me a hypocrite. I don't have a kid.
He'd be working here, though.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes.
He would be at that bad 97.1, the Fan.
Shoot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, Mia. With that being said,
he ain't making it 6 years.
He ain't gonna make it 6
No,
years.
5.
5 more.
And starting September would be less.
Caution.
Yeah. Well, if you missed any of today's show, be sure to catch the podcast. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. Please follow it, rate it 5 stars, provide a review, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. Hit us up. Rob G will have the best of version and a full version once we get done with the talking. Rob G, you want to update the draft or where we at?
I mean, just the run Michigan guys. Yaxel Lindenborg went number 11 to the Golden State Warriors. And the big pick, number 12, Adai Mara, the 7'4" center, OKC. Because, Chet Holmgren couldn't handle Victor Wembanyama. So we got to get another 7'4" guy. So good pick for them.
Set. I don't call him Chet no more. He ain't got no heart.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Trucker Don in Boston.
Two.
You're on The Odd Couple. Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Don? How are you?
What's going on, guys? Thanks for taking my call. Good show as usual.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
I just called with a little truck drivertism for you. I am just glad Becky Hammon didn't apologize. Kelvin, I'll talk to you because if she had apologized, you realize the bad joke that Rob Parker would have made would have been she had egg on her face. It would have been ham and egg, and she'd have been toast.
Very nice.
Oh, man. Well done. Well done.
Trucker Don. Very good.
He's been listening to this show.
Trucker
He
Don,
knows you.
when I get my sitcom, I'm going to have you as a writer. That was very good.
Well done.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks a lot.
All right,
have a good one now.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm crossing Kentucky right now, heading through Nashville soon.
All right, man. You be safe out there in the road. All right, shout out to Trucker Don.
Jeremy in Long Beach, California. You're on The Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jeremy?
Rob Parker. Thank you, and thank you, Rob G, for taking the call.
Appreciate it.
My goodness, man. You over here talking about Becky Hammon shouldn't apologize. Maybe she shouldn't apologize. But, man, oh, man, she was wrong. Dude, you guys don't give it to these other guys that are like 6'3" and under. That's what a small guard is, right? What is it? What's the criteria of leading your team? Tony Parker led his team.
No, he wasn't the main guy. That's what Tony Parker wasn't.
It's Trash Talking Tuesday, Rob. Let me get
No,
this
it's
off
not.
my chest.
We passed that.
Get this off
We
my
passed
chest.
that. Go ahead.
Tony Parker led the team and was the Finals MVP. What, in 2007? And Chauncey Billups was the best player on his team in 2004, 6'3" and under. So, yes, it's few and far in between, but these guys was undersized guards at the point guard position that led their team and were the best player on that team at that time.
See, here's the problem.
David Brunson, there's other
Here you go.
things
Go
that
ahead.
are
Here's the problem.
Go ahead. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it.
I get the sentiment, and me and you both love that 04 Piston team. We spent time with them. You know that.
I covered the whole thing.
Yep. The problem is you say best player, and I love Chauncey, one of my favorites ever. But you would argue many said the best talent on that team was who? Rashid. He was the best player. Chauncey made all the big shots. I give you that. And you could argue, if you watch many a games as I did and you did, Ben Wallace, several times over, would be the best player on the court. And I don't give a dang if LeBron was on the court or Shaq. So the point being, that was an ensemble, not a singularly kind of led
100%.
And the same thing with the Tony Parker. Because you could argue Manu was really their best player or for some of those years. And obviously Tim Duncan was for the bulk of it. 70%.
Tim Duncan's on that team. You want to say that he had nothing to do with it? Oh, yeah, it was only Tony Parker.
07 was still Tim Duncan. Let's be clear. 07, Tim Duncan was the best player in that team. Let's hold up. I'll give you about 3 years later, I might give you that.
All right, Leo in New York City. Here we go. He's here to bash me. Let me hear, Leo, what you got? You're on The Odd Couple.
He about to cook.
Fox Sports Radio.
You already know. Hey, Rob, when am I getting my 10 wings to begin with?
What 10 wings? When did we bet?
I'm taking bets, Rob. Big chicken bets, wings bets.
Wings. When I come to New York in June, you can buy me my wings. Let's make it, Leo.
Okay.
I'm down.
Hey, Rob, you know what he said to you, right?
10 wings.
Leo said 10 wings. Rob, you ain't do that with me, Rob. You try to get 195 wings.
Okay, you know what?
Receipts is crazy.
All right.
You know what?
Yo, the receipts are crazy.
Hang up on him.
Rob.
Rob, okay. So
hang up
now
on him.
You can question. Hang up on who?
I'm crying right now.
I need my 10 wings. That's one.
Wait a minute.
Second.
What happened to the phone?
Yo, the whole city of New York, you always super right
I can't hear you. Is there something wrong with the phone? There's something going on, Alex. Hello?
Rob,
Hello? Did the mic go dead? I don't hear you.
First of all, Rob, I expect my 10 wings whenever you come back to New York. That's one. Two, you and Becky Hammon were so wrong. No one to ask her to apologize, but when you were wrong like that, come and face the music. I mean, you, Rob Parker, when you're right, every single guest that you have, oh, guess what? I picked the Chiefs to miss the playoff. You know that? Oh, I said the Detroit. You tell everybody that can listen that you were right about a certain topic. Now that you and Becky were wrong, sit down and face the music. That's
what are you talking about? We talked about it. I was on vacation by happenstance.
No, we didn't. No, don't put me in
We
it.
talked about it.
We ain't talking about it.
We talked about it.
Now that you're back, bend over and take that New York thumb. No calls.
Yeah.
Well, I got to take a New York thumb. I don't want a New York thumb.
Hey, well, listen, the street's waiting on you. I was wrong. They waiting.
What are you talking about? I wasn't here. You don't relive something that
Rob
happened
Parker,
2.5 years ago.
wrong. Do you know I've been on this show almost 2 years with you? And do you know I could have went on a mission trip to Africa and came back and you would have been waiting with the same clothes on from when the championship happened.
Not true.
Rob G, Alex, Elijah, and Steve, tell me I'm wrong.
Not true. Not true.
Talking about a week ago. About a week ago.
That was 2.5 weeks ago.
You would be waiting
That's too
here.
old.
Beard would be looking like James Harden waiting on me to get back. When is he getting back, Rob G? Brandon Deutsch, stop walking around nervous. He's ready to join us here in a little bit, get us set on this NBA draft. Right now, the man, the myth, the legend.
Leo has some nerve to have a recording. I mean, what was that?
Breaking news, Steve. He had receipts on you. That man knew. He knew you. He knew you would say one bet and had it ready.
You know what? I think that was AI. That was not me.
Oh my gosh, that was the Leo. That's best caller of 2026 thus far.
Whoa, really?
Yes, Steve.
I know he had it ready up to the phone.
He knew you to a T. He had it ready. Hey, baby. Hey, I'm gonna make this call. Please record it, baby, because I'm gonna have to use this one day. Because Rob is not gonna want to pay me back. He knew it. I'm sorry, Steve.
And it was what, $1,000? No, it was like
10 wings.
Okay. NBA draft continues. First round only tonight. Milwaukee, it's Miami picking for Milwaukee. Is just taking Nate Amon from Tennessee at number 13 overall. At number 12 from Michigan, center Adai Mara to Oklahoma City. At number 11 from Michigan, Yaxel Lendeborg to Golden State. And at number 9 overall from Michigan, Morez Johnson to the Dallas Mavericks. Number 1 overall was BYU star AJ Dybantsa to Washington. Then at number 2 overall, Utah selected Darryn Peterson of Kansas, Duke star Cameron Boozer to Memphis, North Carolina's Caleb Wilson to Chicago, and then the Clippers at number 5 overall selected Keaton Wagler of Illinois. The Trailblazers' new head coach is Micah Nori, who was a Minnesota assistant. Nori reportedly gets a 1-year deal plus 2 team options. On to the World Cup. And the late game starts in about a half an hour on FS1 from Guadalajara, Mexico. It'll be Colombia against Congo DR. Croatia has just won its game 1-0 over Panama in Toronto. England was playing in New England. It may as well have been England with all the Brits they had on hand in the stadium. And yet, Ghana tied England 0-0. England outshot them 18-2, had double the possession, could not score. And in Houston to start the day, Portugal 5-0 over Uzbekistan. Cristiano Ronaldo 2 goals in the first half. The excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. The NFL decided not to hold a supplemental draft this year, so quarterback Brendan Sorsby will not be in the league this season. The league thought Sorsby's issue would be a distraction to teams as they started training camps. The Falcons gave tight end Kyle Pitts a 3-year extension worth $36 million guaranteed. To Major League Baseball, the New York Yankees have just won at Detroit 4-3. Kansas City won at Tampa Bay 12-5, so the Yankee lead in the AL East is now 3 games over the Rays. Seattle a 3-2 winner at Pittsburgh, solo homer for Cal Raleigh. The Mariners are the first place team in the AL West, starting the day a game and a half over the A's and the Rangers. Houston won the day game in 11 innings at Toronto, 9-7. Houston hit a 3-run homer in the top of the 11th. Miami has just defeated Texas 6-4 the final, and Philadelphia leads 13-8 at Washington in the top of the 9th. Philly star Kyle Schwarber was scratched due to back tightness. He has 29 homers this year. Back to you.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. We are the Odd Couple. Rob and Kelvin on the Trash Talking Tuesday. By the way, at University of Maryland Global Campus, build your next success with more than 100 degrees and certificate programs in fields like business, healthcare, cybersecurity, and more. Undergraduate and most graduate classes start soon. So learn more at umgc.edu. Join now, Brandon Deutsch. No, he is not our security guard. He is one of the producers extraordinaires around here, and he is also part of the Sporting Tribune contributor. Make sure you check out his mock draft and everything he had going there. B, what's up, man?
I'm doing well. You know, we're already about halfway through the draft. It's quicker than usual.
Good.
Seems like it lasts longer. It used to.
You're not enjoying this route?
No, I mean, just saying, like after you get past the first few, it's kind of like
lottery, yeah.
Yeah, you know, once you get past a lot, to me, it's like a crapshoot. Yeah. But anyway, I was looking at your mock draft before the draft happened, and one you had Peterson at number 4.
Yep.
But he went number 2. What was the thinking there when you had this was in the
Sporting Tribune. Yes. So there were obvious off-the-court things that teams were vetting Peterson for. He had good workouts with all the teams that he met with, but he said he only met with the Wizards, and then he met with Utah over the weekend. People loved his tape. I thought Utah was down to Cam Boozer and Darryn Peterson. His dad, Carlos, works for the organization, front office. I felt like, hey, they could trade Lauri Markkanen. The Warriors were interested in Lauri Markkanen in the past. And that's why I said Peterson, because Memphis wouldn't take Peterson if he had fallen to 3 because of the Ja Morant concerns. Whether or not that's fair or not to Peterson, that's why I had him at 4.
But don't you think, like, seriously, you got to be very careful. And I get the off the field, off the court kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But he's a talented talent. When he played, he lit it up. I mean, you know, if he played 18 minutes, he had 22 points. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to pass on a guy like that.
I get it. I mean, I would argue that Darius Acuff, 6 teams passed on him, and he's going to be just as good offensively as Darryn Peterson.
That's my guy. So we'll get to Dybantsa in a minute because obviously he's been the stud. We've been hearing about him for the last 2-3 years, just from high school to this. Tell me more about Acuff in that, you know, what you just said there. Is he the guard we might watch out for him this draft?
Yeah.
Now that the season, you know, that he's been drafted when the season starts.
For sure. I mean, Sacramento, his camp, he wanted to be in Sacramento. And because he can be the guy right away. I mean, this is a guy who averaged over 19 points per game. He was 44% from 3, a guy that could score at will. And it's not like he turned the ball over at an alarming rate. He was getting his teammates open. One of the most advanced offensive prospects I've seen in recent memory. Now, you talk about the size, like 6'2", 6'3", on a good day, right? But he's longer than Jalen Brunson. We just saw Jalen Brunson win a championship. Now, it's about building the team around him. I think he went to the perfect place. He can be the guy. I know they have had talks about possibly trading Sabonis. He's really their only A-list player or B-list or whatever you want to call it left on the roster.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Clippers are going to be looking at this in 5 years like, why didn't we draft Darius Acuff Jr.? I truly believe that. I think he was the 4th best player in the draft.
Sitting right there. And now let's go to Dybantsa. Of course, number 1 pick, 6'9". You compared him to like a LeBron in the fact that hard to keep in front of you, loves to defend. He just kind of, if you're drawing up an NBA player and you know, you're just drawing it out, he's the guy. And tell us what makes him so special.
It's not just that his obvious offensive superstardom, right? Like this is a guy who averaged 25 points per game as a freshman. It's unheard of in a major conference. It's not like he was playing bad competition.
Right.
And he was getting to the rack. He got better as the season went on. His playmaking is underrated, but what I think people are underrating him about is his defense. It didn't show much at BYU because guys got injured. Richie Saunders, they're arguably their best player going into the season at BYU. He went down. You had other players going down where he had to just pick up the offensive slack. And he even admitted, hey, maybe I should have given more effort defensively down the stretch because I had to do so much offensively.
Yeah, he did.
I think we're going to see, because of his wingspan and athleticism, turn into a very good defender in the next level. And I think that's why Washington went with him over Peterson. Even though Peterson is a good defender as well, you got to go prime position nowadays. If you can get a 6'8", 6'9" wing who can do it all and play defense, has the upside to be a two-way superstar, you have to do that. That's just more valuable in the modern
Plus,
NBA.
you got a smaller guard with 5'10" with Trae Young.
Yeah, and they just signed him to that extension.
Yeah, so he ain't going nowhere. $212 million, Rob.
Anybody get a steal so far in the draft?
I think Milwaukee did at 11 with Braden Burries. I mean, if you want a guy that just does all the right things, championship player, like Josh Hart mixed with Jared McCain is my comp for him. And what I mean by that is Josh Hart, tenacious defender, guards multiple positions, gives his all on the court. And not only that.
What about his thumb game?
A lot of thumb talk the last 10, 15
Got
minutes.
me there. Hey, it's probably great too. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? We don't know. I haven't met him personally. Seems like a great kid. He's a local kid, Corona Centennial.
Yeah.
And he actually played with Jared McCain. And the comp offensively is him because he's a knockdown shooter. He can score at 3 levels, but his first step isn't as quick as some other guys in this draft, but he's just very consistent. Going to be a guy that I think people look back on are like, wow, Dallas, they took Merez Johnson. I know that was because Michigan had just hired and they took one of their guys, but they'll look back in a few years and be like, man, maybe we should have taken Braden Burries.
Yeah, which, by the way, I told Rob G that. I said, I mean, they're going to have to be getting with a Gafford or Lively. Or likely. Like, what? Why now?
It's unlikely.
Bigs. It is unlikely that they keep all 3 of them. One more from me. Everyone keeps talking about how special this draft could be, and I get it. We watched March Madness. We watched throughout the season, saw these kids. They're talented. But I'm like, dude, is it really going to be better than last year? Concanippa was incredible. Cooper Flag was incredible. Edgecombe was incredible. Who else am I missing? Somebody else. I'm missing a couple other guys who were really good. So I mean,
Cedric Howard too.
Yeah.
Memphis.
There were some nice players out there. So I'm like, it's just. I mean, shoot, last year was really good.
We've been blessed.
Dylan Harper. I'm like, on this one more obvious one.
Yeah. We've been blessed with these good picks the last few years. These good drafts. Next year, unfortunately, is not a good draft.
Okay, so enjoy these last 2 or 3.
Enjoy it. I mean, I again, we'll see how the season goes, but I'm sure that will be next year. No, it's going to be like Reza Shea. You're not going to want the number 1 overall pick next year. This was it. There's a gap, and then in 2 years there should be a pretty good draft again. So I would enjoy it. I think whoever got a lottery selection in this draft gets a very good player.
All right, is somebody left at 21 for the Pistons?
Man,
I think they're going to draft Bonzi Wells. No,
man, well, they should have kept him.
You know who I'm thinking of if he falls there? I like Alan Graves from Santa Clara, 6'8" wing. People are going to look at him and be like, well, he's kind of burly. He's not that quick. He shoots threes at a very high clip. He's versatile, and he can pass at a very high level. And I don't think they have a guy like that can play off Darryn and can play the 4 or a big 3. I think that's a guy they'll be looking at. LeBaron Philon, if he falls, I mean, he's one of the best players in the draft. I think you got to take a shot on him if he's there, even though he's a point guard. Like, he can be your 6th man.
We need a point. I mean, we need guys who can create. So, looking forward to that.
Yep. Yeah. Brandon, good job, man.
Great job, man.
Appreciate
well
you guys.
done. Make sure you follow. Where are you at? Where can they follow you?
See, Rob G, you were wrong. He did a great job.
Yeah, Rob G always hating. It's okay. No, I'm kidding. He's a fellow ball knower. I love you, Rob G.
He is a fellow ball.
You can follow me at BSD Takes on X, but more prominently known, Brandon S. Deutsch on TikTok. So
no prominently known.
Prominently.
No
but a
prominent.
little bit more of a – I don't have much of a following yet on X.
You're doing your thing.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Thanks,
good stuff, B.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate it. Don't leave me
you.
hanging on YouTube, B. All right, about to say.
Of course.
Never come back on. You leave me hanging. Last call on the way, 877-99 on Fox. 877-99 on Fox. Last call you want to get in with the Odd Couple. It's your chance to. Hit us up. Fox Sports Radio.
It's last call time on The Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance.
Your call's important to us.
Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
Dave McMenamin
That's my dog.
reported today
Stupid.
that sources close to Luka Doncic have told ESPN that he is in constant communication with the front office and that he is, without a doubt, top of his list this offseason looking for a, quote, A-list center. And he wants an A-list center because, according to sources close to Luka, he wants to compete for a championship yesterday. He's not going to wait any longer. They said summer of 26. We're doing something that I want something done in the summer of 2026. I want a big man who can catch lobs. I want 2 wing defenders who can defend and hit open threes. And I want 1 guy who can be a secondary playmaker. We already got that with Austin Reeves. Figure out the other 2.
Well, good luck trying to find that A-list center. And I don't even mean that in like a y'all can't do it. I mean, do they exist anymore? One is in Denver, and he ain't going nowhere, and that's about it. Now, can you get a Mitchell Robinson? You know, we just talked to Mark Stein, somebody who's out there who available. He's not an A-list center. They don't exist. This is not the 90s. Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, Hakeem, David Robinson, Rick Smith, all them, anybody else I'm missing, they ain't walking through the door like they used to. So good luck with that. But what I think is happening, Ephraim, Luka is kind of starting, all right, getting antsy. I'm seeing all these dudes around me around the same age, same talent level, or not same, but, my peers win. The guy I was just running with, my backcourt mate, Monty, he done got a ring now. Mm-hmm. And Jalen, I was the Don Dada, and now he's got a ring. SGA, he was cool. Nice little player with the Clippers, ha-ha. Now he's over there with Thunder. He's got a ring and an MVP. I ain't even got an MVP. Joker, y'all talking about he should have 4 of them. Giannis got 1. And I think he's turning around freaking. And them J-boys, Jalen and Jason. So I think Luka, who everybody, he's top 3 player, Luka. Some people say he's the best player. Luka has realized, all right, Lakers, all right, come on, let's go. Now, here's the thing. I believe, Ephraim, this is where I think we're going to disagree. I believe the style in which he plays is 4 to 5 years ago and before. Okay. And it would have worked. That was the era. If you had a Shaq and Kobe, boom, you're good to go. You got a Kyrie and LeBron, boom, you're good to go. You got a boom and a boom, good to go. This era, you got to have hockey-style line shift changes. Ooh, 4 or 5 guys, go. Bunch of guys, you only playing 10 minutes a night. You might play 25, but you're going to 3 and D. You can play shoot, pass, dribble. You got to have a bunch of those guys. Just having a guy who's going to play 45 minutes, so much use of the ball. And I'll tell you the difference between he and Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson ain't a great defender, but he's going to try at least a little bit. Jalen Brunson also not going to complain to the ref. Stay there. You might say something to the ref and keep running back. Not stay. Luka has full conversations during the game, Ephraim. Call the foul and keep running back.
I hate it.
I know you do because you watch it and you know ball. Dude, you're hurting us. We're on 4-on-5s. We're already not a great defensive team. Now we're playing 4-on-5. Luka is going to have to see the adjustment that is needed for the current state of basketball. Things change. Every 8-10 years, things change in football. Mm-hmm. Run. Thurman Thomas, Emmitt Smith, Barry Smith. There was an 8-year period. They didn't even want running backs. We'll just get a 5th-round running back. Things change, and Luka's going to have to realize one thing I liked, he got in shape. We saw that. We need you in shape. If I'm the Lakers, we need you committed to the idea that sometimes you're going to be half off the ball because it might work better through LeBron on the post. We'll go through that. And he's going to have to continue to attempt on defense, get back, stop complaining, and set the tone in that regard. Now, I said this yesterday. The peak for them is to say that month of March, 15-2, Austin Reeves back healthy cooking. Me, if I'm Luka, I'm here cooking. LeBron doing his thing. We went 15-2, best month of March ever for the Lakers. Mm-hmm. I think the Lakers have to say that was the peak of us, and we were running through LeBron. He was kind of the third option. He was doing his thing, and see what that can give you. But the idea of just, hey, Luka, dominate the ball for 43 minutes, make this happen, put up 35 a game, we're going to win, that ain't going to happen, Captain. And I just think there has to be an adjustment on his part. Still be Luka, still close out the games, still make the big shots, but we see what's coming. Even a team we don't talk about anymore, the Pacers last year. Tempo, bunch of guys, line shifts. That's the current state of the NBA, and I think Luka has to make those nice, fine adjustments to be able to compete.
I think when he says the statement of an A-list center, is someone who protects the rim and someone who's a lob threat.
Man, that sound that if that's an A-list
for him, that's because
I know that fits. I get what you're saying.
The center position really doesn't even exist anymore.
Facts.
The tallest player in the NBA at 7'5", like you said earlier, is in Wemby is a 3 really or a 4. They'd be a better team if they had a traditional 5. Like if they had like Steven Adams partnered up with a Wemby, they'd virtually be unstoppable.
Brandon Deutsch, thank you for joining us. BSD Takes, if you want to follow him there, appreciate it. Upgrade your FIFA World Cup 2026 setup. Build it like Beckham. From living room to lawn with the Home Depot, and take the fast free delivery assist. The Home Depot, official FIFA World Cup 2026 supporter, subject to availability. It's been a great trash talking Tuesday for your boys, the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. And now it's time for Last Call.
This is the Last Call.
It's last call. Last call time on the Odd Couple.
Last call. Who we got?
That's right. Last call. Chance in Alabama.
I thought it was Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, I had a whole KC thing, but I'm just going to switch it up, man. NFL is God in this country. NBA is always going to be runner-up, second place. NFL is King Kong God. The NFL draft is better. Everything about the NFL is perfect in my eyes. It can do no wrong. NBA, you will always be second fiddle. You don't even own Christmas no more, NBA, but enjoy your night while you have it.
My goodness.
All right,
gracious.
dang, NBA getting shot at. That was a trash talking Tuesday right there.
You know, you always make out like that I'm always bashing on Tom Izzo, right?
Okay, yeah. Where are we going with this?
I got a fun fact for you tonight. Are you ready, Rob G?
All right.
Are you listening as well?
We're listening.
Alex, you
Let's
listening?
see what this is.
Steve DeSager, everybody listen.
Yeah, Steve ain't listening.
Just a fun fact.
He ain't listening.
Michigan just had as many first-round picks selected in a 30-minute window as Tom Izzo has had in the last 10 years.
Hey. So he ain't putting them in the league like that, huh?
That says something.
I mean, I can't even really think of
you know what I mean?
Who's the best?
Seriously, just think about what that's incredible. Like 10 years, not over the last couple years, 10 years. He's still living on that 2000 championship. My God.
So you're saying, thank God for Matthias
Tom
Izzo,
Izzo, step down. After tonight, he should step down. What?
I mean, to be fair, Michigan have been a bunch of they lose them till this last year, but they done been there a handful of times.
I'm just saying. 26 years.
Okay, but here's the thing. You know
26
this. You were
years?
there. He don't like to get those types of players. Those
Well,
special,
but that's why he don't win, though.
because he likes to get those guys who
That's
got to earn it and stay 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, so he can keep you around,
that's-
so we can be good. You know, good but not great.
But that's why you don't win, though, is all I'm saying.
His last guy like that, and I could be missing somebody, probably Jason Richardson. Just like where it was there, I think 1 year, maybe he was there, but you knew he was special. You're like, oh yeah,
Miles Bridges.
Yeah, Miles Bridges, good one, good call. And he's had a nice career. Just stay focused, Miles.
Got some issues.
That's why I said just lock in. You know, a lot of people wanted him to go because he's from Michigan, from Flint. They wanted him to go to the Pistons. I'm like, sometimes at home cooking, you back home, it's drama, it's people, it's friends, it's family, it's people you know, old beef. You don't need all that. But yeah, that's interesting. I can't even think I know he put a couple guards in.
I just thought I'd throw that out there and try to end the draft on a happy note.
Yeah, Gary Harris had to be one. He was all right. I thought he'd stick around the league.
He's retired now.
I know. He's like in another country playing overseas. Right. I think Forbes got in there. But you're right. Yeah, you're right. He ain't putting them in like that. But that's his thing. Keep him around so I look good for a handful of years. You know?
Don't burn the show down, okay?
No, I'm not. Oh, yeah, you are gone. Safe travels, brother. The Jason Smith
Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?